All right, and you can start with your recap.
Okie dokie. Last time we had traveled through the sewers to this location underneath the Vanthampur Villa, as we're basically know the Vampanthers, who are dukes in the city of Baldur's Gate. We know they're evil and up to no good, and we decided to infiltrate via the sewers. We had already cleared most of the area down here, and last session we started having um, liberated. I'm going to say Pavel liberated the
That's a
shield
great
from the
word.
wall.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so basically we ducked into this room, saw a bald man and a shield, started talking to people's heads. We decided to grab the shield and run down the corridor with it talking to us and try to like find a place to like hide and chill for a minute. But we ran straight into the little prisoner area where a bearded devil was guarding two prisoners. We killed the bearded devil and basically liberated the prisoners, and mostly found out a lot about the shield. And as a summary of what I think we know about the shield, though some of this might be might be assumptions, but the shield's name is Farfax and is sentient and definitely has some kind of dark conflicted past. But we think that originally was a good person, um, that was cursed by Bel, who is a devil in Avernus, to become this shield. And it's like now it's like a sentient shield that can talk to your mind. Farfax hates Bel and this like and what happened to him and wishes to destroy Bel and very much wanted us on board with that. Um, but the like alternative to like freeing himself is the task of destroy 15 cities. Something that he has already kind of started doing a little bit, and he was working with Davius Krieg, who is the leader of El Terrell, and has got about 3 cities under his belt already. Um, and definitely get the sense that like he's willing to lie to us for sure. This shield of the hidden lord. Um, but was probably originally a good person that is now kind of been tempted into doing some bad things for self-serving reasons, trying to get out of this mess. Um, the two prisoners that were in
I
cells.
think really quickly,
Go
something
ahead.
else that happened with the shield was Spinch did a paladin. Oh, what is that thing? The detect things.
Divine sense.
Right, and he
Yes,
got both fiend and celestial from the shield, I believe.
that's yeah, that's really interesting. Which I guess would make sense if he was originally a good being that got cursed into this shield by through a contract with the devil and now is doing evil things. But I guess we don't know it's a person. It could be some kind of celestial creature that was cursed into
I
this
mean,
spell.
what happens if a celestial sins like eons in hell? Like, what happens to it? Does it stay a celestial?
Well, and that's a question about Zariel that might that might be a
Yeah.
thing. Um, I think the shield is in some way kind of aligned with Zariel to be against Bel, because I think Zariel is still fighting against the devils in Avernus.
Bell
And
was Bell is a pit fiend. Is that right? Is that what we learned?
Mm-hmm. I
Okay.
don't know if you know much about Bell. You know that he is a lord in Avernus, I think is what you would know from the shield so far. Um,
Okay. Oh, but a
yeah.
lord in Avernus, meaning not a lord of one of the layers. So this is someone who is like a lieutenant of Zariel.
Something like that,
you
yep.
probably don't know yet. Thanks. Oh, we lost someone.
It's probably Vin, probably switching
Okay.
from driving to car. Yeah.
I'll keep going, but I'll talk slow. The two prisoners that were in the cell, one of them was Satir Thornhewn. She's what we think we know about her is that she somehow deals in magical artifacts, especially sentient ones like the shield, but other like just valuable magical things. We believe that she was the one that stole Tiamat's mask which we found, and we gave that to the Duke's daughter, Portier, Lyra Portier. Um, just kind of coincidentally, we gave that to her. Satir did not want us to take the shield, but we kind of pacified her a little bit into letting us take the shield by kind of promising her to, like, if we find anything interesting, that we'll maybe bring it to her and maybe have a beneficial relationship of bringing her items that could be fenced potentially. Um, let's see. I don't think the other person who was in the room was Fallister Fisk. He we found out. I think we like him. I think we like him a lot more. Um, he was sent to the Vanthampurs by Candlekeep, by someone specific in Candlekeep, Silvira, I think. I might have spelled her name wrong, but she apparently is someone who's kind of important in Candlekeep. And I don't think Pavel knew her, but kind of recognized her and recognized this man, Fallister Fisk, from his time in Candlekeep. And Sylvira Savarak is a head research there, and she was the one that sent Fallister here to the Vampanthurs. He was just recently captured and was probably going to be killed that night if we hadn't freed him, which was very good timing. But pretty much after all of those conversations, we helped Satir get out of the dangerous section of the sewers and helped direct her back up to the top. And then Fallister came with us, and we decided to go back into the room that we got the shield from, and confronted the guy. I have his name. It's TK. I keep abbreviating it TK, but he was the leader of El Terrell, and we believe that he had Biggest Krieg, yep, Biggest Krieg, and he had the shield before. Basically figuring out that he's maybe used to be a good guy a long time ago, but the ends have very much overtaken, or his intent, I guess, has been swayed, and he's probably a pretty bad guy now. He was writing a lot of the missives that we had found at different places, and was a pretty significant character in all the evil things happening here. And we had a short fight, and we killed him. The oh, excuse me. Um, we talked to Fallister Fisk a little bit about what's waiting for us upstairs, because I think that's kind of our next task. Is to go upstairs. We know that Thurstwell is up there. We believe he's the crippled child from one of our, I guess, from our notes, and probably has the puzzle box, the infernal puzzle box. There's also a Flaming Fist member with an eye patch who we think is Zodge, is upstairs. So they're up there, kind of waiting for us. As we kind of made our way towards the stairs, we did also have a short encounter with some spine devils and imps, just in the room that we believe is underneath the cellar of the manor above. But yeah, that's, I think, I might be backwards in that. We probably went to, I think we went to talk to this. We fought the spine devils and imps in the room first, and then we went and killed Krieg. Sorry, I had that mixed up. As Krieg died, he whispered something about how I will serve something in the next life. But this room was the coffers, had lots of gold and treasure, and we kind of split it up. There was gold coins, a fancy dagger, electrum ingots, and gemstones that we found in this room. But I believe that is where we left off.
I got a art for a Silvira from Candlekeep. Though only Pavel has ever seen her. She's pretty cool.
Very cool.
Really good recap as always, Honeybee. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you.
Anything anyone else wants to add in?
Did we mention that Farfax said that Zariel destroyed El Terrell?
I did miss that part.
Yeah. Yeah, there was a
missed that
lot
as
of
well. Wait.
lore dump. Yeah.
Farfex says Zariel destroyed Elturel.
That's what I wrote in my notes.
Mm-hmm.
That is that. I mean, is that just another like crazy theory that people have about what happened to Elturel?
I think I don't know. I don't know
I
in
think
what
you guys did a
context.
few vibe checks on Farfax. You couldn't tell if he was lying or not at any point when he was speaking. But he doesn't seem quite trustworthy either.
Mm.
So, and I got some art for Krieg, who is now dead, in the room with you all.
Oh, that's cool. Farfex said Zariel brought down Elturel. He said that Zariel didn't serve her master well, that Zariel deserves what happened to her. I think he also explained a little bit about the companion in Elturel, about how it was I think it was meant to like fight vampires. Am I making that up? Oh,
Yeah, I
gosh,
think I
can't.
can't. I think this
No,
was
that's right. Yeah.
Thavius might have said it.
Gotcha. If
yeah.
Thavius,
Yeah, I remember that.
that'd be
Mhm.
later in my notes. Okay.
Yeah, so one of the dukes before him, actually the duke directly before him, there was vampires taking over El Terrell. It was a huge invasion. And that duke made a deal, and summoned this companion, which is this brilliant silver light that was like a sun at all times, which didn't destroy it, but weakened the vampires enough for them to be destroyed. So it helped them retake El Terrell. The companion is something. There was a big thing where you guys all had to sign this oath. All the Hell Riders, all of the citizens of El Terrell signed this oath to the companion, kind of in thanks for their service, but not attributing it to any god or anything, and being just good citizens and things like that. And that was the text. Let me find it again that I shared with you last time. Yeah.
I think we were piecing together that whatever oath that we took as Hell Riders is one of the reasons why we're being kind of hunted as Hell Riders right now, and one of the reasons why the murders are connected to people that have the blood of a Hell Rider, including like their children and descendants.
That is something that a long time ago we got Z Daddy to tell us like why this was happening, and he was talking about like how the hells are in flux, and how the idea is that like causing all this misery and killing people would provide souls to hell for their machinations and their power, and whoever gets those. And that was like an okay answer, but digging into this, like the Creed Resolute, and this idea that everyone who is like taking this creed, all of the citizens, all of the Hell Riders, they are like sworn to Zariel. Like this is I mean that kind of contradicts. I don't know where I got that from, but this is this is an oath to Zariel. If they die, their souls go into power Zariel.
Mm.
That is suddenly a lot more satisfying.
Mm. Well, reading it, it sounds like we swore to guard the realm of Elturel and those lands that which lie under Elturel's shield. So if they're looking for bodies in their war, if they're looking for foot soldiers in their war, and every citizen of Elturel swore itself to protect, anything that companion shines on, then I feel like it's a way that they could have like conscripted people into into the fight, I guess. Oh, that's scary, but
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, El Terrell had a population of about 30,000.
plus all of anyone else who was so anyone who's blood of El Terrell, if they die, they would also go potentially to hell to have to fulfill this oath, I guess. It's complicated, yeah.
Still some mysteries about. Fisk offers. Do we want to go up through the kitchen, or do we want to go up through their? Let me see. There was a
It's a coach house, right?
the coach house. Yeah, the
We
coach
know
house
where
is disconnected from the actual house, so it could be an easy way to get out, but not to get into the house.
Mhm.
Okay.
Let's, I guess, go up through the kitchen then.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So then there would be the room with the spine devils that you were in has the stairs up to the kitchen there.
Do
That's
you want us to move our
okay.
tokens over there?
Yep. Well, I just move you all to the new map if you're all ready to go.
I am.
Yep.
Okay. This will be fun. All right, let me move your tokens. Because you did a inspection of the house earlier, so I'm going to put you on the inside area now. Okay. Back to dynamic lighting. So, you are climbing stairs. There is a door at the top of the stairs, and I have to get Fisk out. So give me a sec.
Would you also be able to change it so my my mace lights up so I can see a little bit?
Oh yeah.
Thanks.
Gotta get you a way to see.
Yeah, we're
Kinda
working on
works.
it. It
What
works
was
for
the miss
now, at
again?
least.
10 feet?
You know,
Let me
you know,
look.
I've got an idea, Vin. And I'm going to send Piggy over to like land on Vin's head and just grab onto his hair with his little paw-like hands and just ratatouille Vin around in the darkness.
I don't feel like this is a good idea. Ow! Ow! This doesn't help. It just feels like I'm in a lot of pain, and I'm losing hair slowly.
All right, Piggy, come back.
We got our squishy wizard up against the door that appears to go out, so maybe we should rearrange slightly.
Yeah, you can
I
definitely
will
move
go.
yourselves around. I'll put Fisk in the back.
And then you can hold on my back just like before if you can't see.
Oh, I mean, I turned on the light, but do we not want me to have a light right now? I can turn it off.
Probably fine, right? Remind me, everyone, because I know, but what time is it? We left really early in the morning down to the cellars, right? Like it was like 4 a.m. or something.
Yeah, so it would probably be, I mean, you took a couple long rests, right? Or a short rest, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
So it would probably be like breakfast time for most people.
Okay, so it should be light once we get to like the main rooms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Also,
You
did
do,
we decide? Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Dan.
You do hear the sound of someone, like, you hear like some chopping noises, coming from the next room.
Chopping. Okay,
Yeah.
like a kitchen.
Like a kitchen, yeah.
Yeah.
And you hear a little meowing sound as well.
Aww. Okay, I think we need to agree that we're not going to just murder everyone, right?
Oh, okay. And Spinch slowly lowers his knives. So what are we doing if we are not killing?
We can tie up. We can,
You know, I mean, like, yeah, but what if that cat is like another imp?
okay.
That is true. The seagulls
Okay.
were definitely evil.
Yeah.
If it starts acting evil, then we can deal with that. But until it acts evil, I feel like we maybe
Okay.
shouldn't kill the cat. but
All right,
I
but
don't
hang on
know.
though. I've seen a couple of cats that were just like normal who kind of did some things. Like I knew this one cat. Every time I just set like a glass on the table, he would just push it off. Like I
Oh,
don't know
that
if we
sounds
should.
very mean.
Yeah, you're right. Like so, is that a bad cat in that case, and we kill it, or is it just like a normal one?
It's very normal cat behavior. I mean more like if it starts to, like murder us or talk in a mean way or like, you know, alert the house, maybe we can like stop it. But
Okay, I
Okay.
guess.
And for the players, I remember having this discussion, but I don't remember a resolution. I am very low. Like, Spinch doesn't look very good at all, but he has lay on hands. Did we say if I was going to expend lay on hands on any one of you?
I
I
think we
have 10.
decided well, I think we decided that like any healing we have is more valuable to bring someone unconscious back up rather than
Okay.
trying to anyway like because one hit's gonna like go through all of it anyways, and it may not
Mhm.
even make a difference.
So if I go down, someone has to
I
bring me up for me to
yeah,
get
I
other
have
people up.
good reminder. I have 2 cure wounds. I'm gonna stay near spent.
Yep.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure that I'm remembering correctly before we get into this. Okay.
Cool.
Spinch will go up to the front behind Vin unless Vin wants to lead.
The door's over here.
Yeah, I will take the lead because I think I probably of the two tanks probably have a few more hit points than Spinch. Um,
On on that note, your second person that apparently has healing, me, also has only a couple hit points, so this is
oh,
gonna be
that's
fun,
great.
y'all.
Didn't who said somebody said that there was healing potions in her room,
Fisk,
correct?
yes, yeah,
Yeah,
because he
we have
was
to
working
get
as a
there first.
servant. Yeah, so he can take you there, lead you in that direction. He'll tell you. So we'll
Really?
have to go through the kitchen, and then there is this hallway, and we're likely to see a bunch of other servants along the way. And then if we go up the stairs in the hallway, so it's just the kitchen, the hallway, the stairs, and then her room will be on the left after we get up the stairs. So
Seems like a lot of rooms to get through.
yes,
Fisk, how are the servants gonna react to us in these robes in our cultisy get-ups?
Yeah,
yeah,
should we change?
I think yeah, we should probably come up with some sort of deception or ploy. I could say, I could pretend to still be working here. I don't know if they've
Mhm.
known.
And we are new workers.
Can we be like guards or like sellswords or like someone who has a meeting with the duke or something like that? I mean, we don't exactly look like kitchen help.
Oh, I do.
You do, yes.
Didn't didn't
Yeah.
all of us get seen by this guy when what's his face attacked?
Well, yeah, like the bad guy knows who we are, but I'm talking about the
Mhm.
kitchen maid.
Yes.
Oh,
the
yeah, I guess we
Thurstwell
could trick.
knows.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we see this bad guys. That's okay. They don't have all that time. Now's not a good time to be drinking. Is it the good wine? I thought you took the good wine.
No, that's it's the I've been carrying around since we left that room like a a bottle of really really cheap wine.
Okay. Okay. Um. So what's the plan? Are,
So you're
Fisk
taking off
is
your
working here.
cultist outfits.
Yeah, taking off the cultist outfit. Okay.
Yes. Everyone is now unculted.
Okay.
Funny.
Pavel has a disguise kit if you want to do disguises or you want to come up with a story.
I mean,
we could just
Vin.
let Fisk do the talking.
Yeah.
Fisk works here, right? Like.
Yeah. We could also start like as we see individuals that like may fit our uniform size. I don't wear armor, so any clothes that I just pick up, I can probably just put on and look somewhat normal in.
All right, how about you everyone grab a crate from downstairs and we're going to be carrying these crates. We are going to be Sending out
We
a
could
wine
hide
shipment.
inside of the crates.
Well, who's gonna carry
No.
that?
No, we
I would.
we cut little holes in the bottom of the crates.
Oh, like that'll carry.
Wow. Wow.
Oh, that's an idea. Not necessarily a good one.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, I'm gonna try. Okay, so we're just gonna carry crates. Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna
That's-
just look
that
really
sounds good.
official.
Kind of a good idea. Yeah.
All right,
Mhm.
all right.
Wow, Fisk, that's amazing.
It's almost like it's my job to spy,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but it's obviously not. I work for Candlekeep. I'm just a librarian. All right, I'm knocking the door.
For sure.
Finch is so confused.
Good morning. Hey, how's it going? She looks at him. What are you doing here so early, Fisk? Oh, just went downstairs to do an inspection, and we're carrying out some wine for a delivery for Stelmane as a good, something the Duke wants to do. Politics, I don't know. All right, I'll just be careful. And he walks forward.
I'll stay right behind.
I will follow.
I'll follow Spench.
She gives you all
Um,
like kind of a mean mug stare, like
Hmm.
she doesn't like you trampling through her kitchen.
I smile and I try to wave, but the crate is probably a little bit too heavy, so it looks like I just readjust.
Can I see what's in the kitchen and what she's cooking?
Yeah. So she's
As I
making
walk
like
through.
a kind of a stereotypical breakfast: some eggs, bacon, potatoes, and you do see a Tresim, which is probably only something that Tamila would know what it is. Maybe Pavel. But it's a winged cat. It's not sitting on a skull in real life, but that's like a skull for scale. Um, and yeah, it's just like a grumpy looking, like mean looking cat that's just like kind of staring at you all as you walk past.
Ooh. Hello, kitty. I'll just like
Would-
wave
He
at
just
it.
yawns at you.
Would I know if this is a beast or a monstrosity or something else? I want to know if speak with animal will work with on it or not.
Yeah. Let me check. Doo-doo-doo. It is a monstrosity, so no, it would not.
Ooh.
Alright.
So Fisk walks through to the hallway, and you see in this hallway. Oh, you wanted to check the kitchen first. Sorry. So there's pots, pans, cooking utensils, preparation tables. It's a very well stocked kitchen. Lots of herbs, spices, dried goods.
Does it look like a normal kitchen? Like, where are the sharp utensils at?
Yeah, I mean, she's chopping some potatoes earlier to put in the pan. They look like normal. Nothing looks evil or tortury or anything like that. Yeah. So when he walks into this hallway, it is filled with black curtains drawn over windows to the south. Keeps the hallway dark and cool. There is a very well-dressed butler pacing the hall, and a maid is dusting a statue that is almost a exact depiction of Duke Vanthampur. So one of those wax, statues that looks like a person.
Ugh.
Yeah, kind of creepy, and she's currently dusting that. And in the Duke's hands is that Tresim, and the statue Duke is the Tresim cat thing. So the butler looks at Fisk and raises an eyebrow. I don't believe you were due to work today, Fisk. And Fisk's gonna try a skill check here. Gonna try a little deceptive. Okay. Well, the Duke wanted to send this wine to Stelmane, as it's only those two dukes remain, you know? And Fendrick says, I haven't seen the Duke at all today. That's quite suspicious that she would go to you and not to me. And Fisk is like, just shrugs, like, that's the way it is. And Fendrick then turns to all of you. And who might you be? And this is the butler here.
We are carrying boxes.
Yep.
On whose authority?
His.
Oh, Mr. Fisk here. Mr. Fisk here told us just to carry boxes.
These are heavy. Are we done?
Would you like to help?
I think I should bring this
is this
up
where
with
the
the
boxes
Duke.
are going?
And he begins to walk upstairs, the butler, and says, Fisk, come with me. And so Fisk begins to walk that way. So you guys have the option now to either go with them to go see the Duke, who you know is dead, or try anything else here you want to do.
We do want to go to the Duke's room, right?
Yeah.
That's where the potions are.
Yeah. So
Yes.
so it seems like right now we're going to the room where the things we want to go are, and we're just going with a person who's probably going to be pretty easy to knock out, in my mind at least.
All right. Okay, I just need you all to make a group deception check.
Oh
Just
boy, okay.
for you're here on official business.
You just have to high roll 4 times. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Yeah. When everyone's bad with charisma.
Oh, there you go. All right. Oh, dang!
666.
What are you doing?
Perfect.
It's a sign.
Can Sally roll?
Right in theme. Yeah, Sally's masked up, right? We have the
Yeah,
wrong.
no. Oh, yeah, okay. Sally.
Come on,
So,
Sally,
like,
pull through.
like Pavel
Natural 20, Sally.
just has his open wine bottle on top of the crate that he's carrying. Oh my gosh. Sally.
Natural
Wow,
20.
she-
Oh my gosh.
It's not a natural one, but boy, does it add to one.
Oh.
Okay.
that
Wonderful.
hurts.
You all have no idea what you're doing, but you I'm gonna move your tokens, so don't move. We're gonna move upstairs here, so give me a sec to readjust everyone.
I think we're just dropping bottles, knocking shit over.
Yeah, you do not look very professional right now.
Just checking in. Has Piggy told me about any invisible things?
Oh, good call. Just double checking. No, not in any of the rooms you've been in. Okay, so I'll move you up here.
Finch was in front. I would have let Finch.
Oh yeah, you can move. Yeah, switch yourselves around. I'm just. There you go. All right, so you're at the you're climbing up these stairs, and after Fendrick, the butler, and Fisk, and the butler, as soon as he gets to the top of the stairs, goes up to a guard and whispers something in his ear, and then knocks on the Duke's door, and is just calling, Duke. Excuse me, Duke. Sorry to bother you so early. We have an urgent matter to discuss. There's no answer. And you notice, if you want to move yourselves up the stairs, you can.
Where'd you
Oh,
think
okay.
Finch got left?
Yeah, where'd you guys go?
Oh, whoops. Oh, no, I left Spinch. Maybe. Spinch. There you go. You were
The
in the...
lighting
thanks.
is a bit odd.
Is it?
Yeah. I think because of Vin's light source, maybe? Oh, it's just weird.
It's like I don't have my I'm not producing any light, and there's just like weird walls blocking light everywhere.
But there might
Oh.
just be weird walls blocking light everywhere.
I mean that it could
Yeah.
be, but like I'm in complete darkness right now, except there's like a source of light around Tamila, and like halfway through the Panther through Shadow.
Right. It should be coming in through the windows. I wonder why it's not. Let me see.
Oh,
Maybe
those are
it's
windows. I think it is. Let me show you what
okay.
I see right now.
It definitely like changed whenever you pulled Finch over. Like mine updated and changed really differently.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, that is weird looking, Pavel. Sorry. Let me try this. Does that look better?
That's better for me.
That looks a lot better.
Okay. Yeah, I put it in daylight mode. I think it was in nighttime mode, but it would be daylight right now. So, because it's breakfast time, right?
Yes.
So sun is risen. So, all right. So yeah, you should see now. You're wrapping around these stairs, and you can come up and kind of put yourselves in this hallway. As you notice, these guards begin to kind of all come close to you all. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guards here as the butler continues to knock on the door. And then ask the guards, have you seen her today? No, we haven't seen her. And the butler pulls out a key ring and opens the door. Sorry for the intrusion, Duke. Oh. And he walks into the other room. She's not here. And the guards all look suspicious, like, so how did you get these orders? And Fisk is just...
told us.
yeah, Fisk is like, oh, I guess she was up early. She came over to my house. And immediately everyone looks very suspicious. And the butler is like, I think for now you should all just come with us to the Flaming Fist.
Oh, well, hang on. Fisk, you got the written note from her, right?
Right, yeah, and he begins like trying to look through his
Yeah.
pockets.
Oh, hang on. Maybe I have it. I'll set the thing down. And I would like to pull out just any old random piece of paper. Actually, I have a letter introduction from my guild. I would like to pull that out.
Yeah.
And so I'll come over. I don't know which one of the guards. I'll start moving this way and just kind of hope that everyone gets the hint and starts moving into the room. Like, oh yes, okay, yeah, here, take a look at this. And while they're looking at it, does this door here, that I'm by right now, open?
Yes, it is openable. Yes.
Okay. Like, yeah, you see, we're all good. And I would like to open and then go inside this room and shut it.
Okay. All right. So you open this door, and you see a balcony, and you go out on it.
Oh, actually, this is okay. I'm okay with that.
Okay, all right.
I don't know if I'm allowed to shut the door yet, but I would like to shut the door behind me as I go.
They're like, hey, halt! And yes, I'd like everyone to. You can shut the door, of course. And everyone else.
Wait.
Everyone can roll initiative. Is there something
Where
else you
did
would like
he go?
to? He went onto a balcony over here.
Okay. After Tamila's shove, I would have went forward, but I don't know where you want to put me.
I definitely moved forward, specifically hoping that everyone could move up and get ready.
Right.
I left the crate on the stairs.
Okay. Yeah, so it's trying to give you a little bit more light here. This room is the room that he went to check for the Duke, so you can intuit that that's the Duke's room. Just giving you some awareness here. Sorry, put the turn tracker up too. And yeah, everyone can roll initiative.
Real quick, this is where Vin went, and this is the Duke's room? Okay.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Is that Commoner the butler?
Yes. Oh, I did A to Z instead of descending.
Makes it more fun.
Yeah. Okay, so Butler's up first. He panics. It does a very girly and runs into the Duke's room. And he's gonna try and run away and hide. Okay. Vin, you are on... I guess I can describe the room to you a little bit. Or the balcony to you. Unless you're going right back out.
Yeah, no, describe it real quick. Just in
great.
case.
Alright. Alright, so on the balcony here, it's a stone balcony with a stone wall here. And it overlooks the front yard, which is a 15-foot drop from the balcony to the ground. And then there is a door here to another room.
Okay. And I knew the Duke's room is somewhere over here, even if that does not directly lead to it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm just gonna say that Vin just calls back. Now you'll never catch me. I'm just going to jump off of this roof and hopefully survive. And then I'm just gonna move over to this door and I'll open that one up.
Okay. All right. I
can.
think it should let you.
Okay. I don't know what doors are locked and which ones are not, so I wanted to double check.
Right. Yep. Okay.
So that's
and you see a study.
5.
Ooh, yep. Yep, you can go in. A study
10,
with
yep.
the oak writing desk that angles towards the middle of the room. There's also a spiral staircase up to like a turret type building, like a tower. And there is a suit of armor that's wearing just like a plate armor over here. There's bookcases down here. And yeah, I think that's it. So yeah.
Okay. I will take a step over this way, and I think as actually, yeah. I already opened a door, so I can't open multiple doors. I think I'm just gonna, if I can, spend an action quickly just searching the desk for the health potions.
Gotcha. All right, cool. Yeah, give me a perception or investigation.
Oh, perception for sure.
Yeah.
14.
14. Okay, you see on the desk. You see on the desk a note. And on the note is just scrawled Hell Riders.
Anything else on the note? Just that?
Just that.
Is
Cool.
it the word Hellriders, or is it like a list of Hellriders?
Just a word Hell Riders.
Great. I'll pick that up and crumple it up and stick it in my bag, and then barring that, I guess I will just use the rest of my movement to get over to here and end my turn.
All right. As you end your turn there, you notice the armor lights up, and bright orange eyes light up on the armor, and it turns towards you.
Great. Okay.
So I have to add him to our initiative now and to your lair.
I lost the initiative count for some reason.
So this is what it feels like when someone just runs off during initiative and gets themselves.
Yep.
Imagine that.
I'm glad that irony is awesome.
All right, Pavel.
I'm gonna use my action to try to persuade the guards.
Okay.
I'm going to put my crit down, and I'm going to look at them from behind, and I am going to tell them, the Duke isn't here. You don't need to be messing with us. You need to go find her. You need to find the Duke. She's supposed to be here. She doesn't just disappear without anyone knowing like this. Go find her.
Good. Yeah, roll me persuasion.
+2. Here we go.
Let's go.
Better than
Okay.
nothing.
Not great.
All right. One of the guards definitely looks to the other guards like, this guy's making sense. Anything else? Movement bonus.
Yeah, no. What are the guards' armor and weapons? Are they? Is it spears and
Yes,
and like
spears.
heavy?
I think it said padded armor. Let me pull it up quick. Oh no, it's out of alphabetical order. There. Okay. Yes. Chain shirt and shield with a spear.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Great. Finch.
I think Spinch is a little confused here.
Mhm.
Originally we said don't kill things, and then Vin just ran away, and Tamila nudged him. So I think he's gonna hold his action and wait for what Tamila does, because he's really tired too.
Yeah.
So he'll just kind of look exhausted with still carrying his crate. And he just looks towards Tamila with like a little kid's like, I don't know what to do face. and just wait to see what she does. If she decides to attack, he'll attack with his butcher's knives.
Yeah. Great. Good plan. All right, Tamila. So what are you doing?
It's a lot of pressure. I'm gonna kind of take after Pavel. I'm going to shift to the other side of Spinch and try to kind of clear the stairwell. I'm gonna try to kind of build off what Pavel's saying of like, yeah, you'll need to go find the Duke. That butler sure was suspicious, wasn't he? Just running into her rooms like that.
All right. Another persuasion,
Point
please.
at the door.
Okay.
So persuasive.
Hey. All right. Yeah, you see the one guy and another guy are just like that, the same guy that Pavel convinced has convinced another guy, and they were both like nodding to each other. So then Spinch, she did not attack. What would you like to do? You had your held action, so you're just gonna stay?
Could we say me not doing anything reactive helps her and she gets another roll?
Sure, let's do it.
Okay.
Because I'm just
action,
holding. Yeah.
Oh,
Well, all right.
Well.
You tried. Okay. All right. So yes. All right. So these two guards are going to let's see. We have 3 guards here. Okay. So first we'll resolve these two. They're gonna both go after the butler. One's gonna try to grapple Fisk. And oops, I'm moving the door here. There we go. Then one's gonna try and grapple Spinch, and one's gonna try and grapple Tamila. So let's do some. You can Spinch and Tamila, please give me acrobatics or athletics.
Okay.
Oh.
Ooh, that's a bad roll.
Spinch, you are currently grappled by this guard who's going to try to, you can see him grappling you as he takes one arm to grab a manacle. So he grabs you with one arm, and the other arm is going to grab his manacles for the next turn. And then...
What happens to the crate you're carrying?
Oh, yeah, you drop it.
I think there was important stuff in there.
The other one tries to grapple you, Tamila, but actually just falls over as his balance is way too low trying to grapple you, and he trips and falls. And then the other one is going to try and grapple Fisk. And Fisk is able to he's using his words, but he's also like dodging. Like it looks like he just mistakenly like gets out of the grapple, and is just like, well, I just think there's just a big misunderstanding here, but he is not grappled. And then the other two guards, yeah, they're going after the butler. Okay. Great. All right, so up next is the armor that's going to attack Vin.
Stay up there.
Yeah.
I've got a good amount of health. I think I
Okay.
have the most of any tank just because I get a ton of temporary hit points. And
Oh,
it's helped
okay.
me a ton.
Yeah, so
Good.
you see it take out its long sword and try and slash at you. First one's a 16.
That will miss.
Okay. And second one's a 13. So its rickety joints are just too slow, and you're easily able to dodge out of the way of his slashes. The butler takes his action. Vin?
Yeah. Man, what do I want to do? First thing, I would like to open the door to my north.
Okay.
To
You
that.
see the two guards.
Oh, great.
And you see their bedroom. So there's this like a sitting and dressing area, and there's a door open into the proper like sleeping area
Okay.
across the room.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I gotta kill something or somebody. I think, or at least knock them out.
Mhm.
I think I'm gonna attack the armor.
Okay.
With my dagger. Now, is the armor technically an enemy of the dragon cult?
No, it's not.
Okay,
Sorry.
that's
Nice
what
try.
I figured. But I figured I'd ask.
Only if they were in this room right now.
I know. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
with. Well, technically, no, but no, you're right.
Yeah.
Okay, so one attack with that. 26.
Great. Yeah, that hits.
Yeah, so 9 piercing. Yeah,
Mhm.
9 piercing, 2 acid.
Nice.
And yeah, I'll just offhand swing, just unarmed against him, against the armor. Oh, nice, natural 20
Wow. Yeah.
for total of 9 there too.
Nice.
And I think for the time being, after I open that door, I'm just gonna rotate around to here,
Mm-hmm.
hoping that it doesn't really block any sight, but hoping it does.
Yeah. Okay. Great. Pavel.
These guys had their chance. I forgot to roll Sally initiative, so I'm gonna do that now.
Oh yeah.
And so there's Sally. So I am going to I'm this guy who's right here. I'm gonna toll the dead.
All right. With save, right?
Wisdom save, yes.
Oh, you got a 9.
So he takes 3. I don't think he's gotten any damage yet.
Right.
And then I'm going to bonus action command Sally forward to also attack that same one, and I am going to get out of her way.
There you go.
And then I guess Piggy also I forgot to roll initiative for. I don't know.
I think he just has a
how
turn.
yeah how tall are the ceilings?
During the staircase is probably like 30 foot tall because it's from the first floor to the top of the second floor.
Okay.
So, but once you get onto the second floor, it's about 10, probably like 12 feet. Sorry.
Okay. We'll call it 10 feet, and Piggy can't go up there without. He can't go flying around without triggering opportunity attacks.
Mm-hmm.
So so that's it.
Great. Spinch, you are grappled. You can try and break free your grapple, or you can just keep attacking, or whatever you
I will absolutely try to break free, please.
Okay.
So, can I do athletics?
Mm-hmm. Yep. That's another contested.
Oh
check.
no! I'm rolling low, guys.
Oh yeah. He firms his grip on you, and he gets the manacles on you. He rolled a nat 20.
Oh dang.
Yeah, so your
I
hands
think-
are now manacled. Yeah.
I think as I try and get free, I just say, I am just trying to do my job.
We'll sort this out with the fist.
I'm sorry. Could
They
Sally
don't
go?
like me.
Yes, Sally. I'm
Yes.
sorry. Was it her turn?
Yes, she's a 13,
Okay.
so I think
Right.
she goes
Yes.
after me.
Sorry, I didn't reorder it. Yeah, go for it.
Thank you.
Maybe she
Yeah,
could
she's
have
gonna.
killed him. So
Yeah,
it could be
she's
important.
gonna run up
Uh-huh.
and attack him with
Okay.
her short sword.
Yeah. Oh
Oh.
yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, Sally.
Not enough to kill
okay.
him. But yeah,
Just
you
take it
definitely
7, I
get
think.
one in.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And he is looking pretty rough. These guys aren't super veterans. They seem like young guards. All right. So sorry, Spinch.
Great. That's
Bonus
great.
action.
Taking life when they're young.
You know, this is D&D.
I think, alright, so Sally attacked, then he tried to get away and said, I'm just trying to remember. Okay, he'll say, yeah, they don't like me. Can you please let me go? he's just really tired, and it's just appeasing to their niceness.
Yeah. Go ahead and do another persuasion.
Oh, goodness.
Okay.
Alright. He's
You
not
can
gonna move.
see he looks sympathetic to you. He doesn't want to unshackle you right now because he's actively getting attacked. But he doesn't want to hurt you either. You know.
Alright, that ends my turn.
Timely.
Which one looks sympathetic to Spinch?
This one, the one that Sally's attacking.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. I am going to stay next to Spinch, but I'm going to attack the one in front of me that tried to grapple me, and I'm going to attack with my short swords. Can I say it's non-lethal damage? I'm trying to knock him out and murder him. Okay, so short sword, and then with sneak attack, and then offhand short sword.
Nice. The offhand misses, but the first one hits. Yeah, and he looks like almost dazed by your hit. Like you get him really good in the head, and he's just like barely conscious.
And then I'm going to move my cat to flank with Fisk on this one.
Oh, great. Yep.
That is all I'm gonna do this turn.
Okay. Did I roll Fisk in? Oh my god. I did.
Poor Fisk.
Whoops. Okay. Okay. So, all right, we'll roll his turn since it technically would have been before yours, but so I won't give him the advantage yet. But let's get him going. All right, and he has a dagger, right? So he will also just do non-lethal right now. All right, so. Gonna go in with his dagger twice. Okay. Fortunately, he misses twice, as he's kind of flanked at all sides, and he's trying to like dodge this grapple, and still trying to pretend like he's not hitting anyone, and he's just kind of like swinging a little wildly, and like, excuse me, and he just disengages and just takes a few steps back, in hopes that they don't follow him too long. And you see him at this door, and you see him kind of shoulder the door to make sure no one's coming out. Like he's kind of blocking the door with his body. Alright. The guards. Alright, so this one has you shackled. And he's going to try and attack Sally. He rolls a 17.
That hits Sally.
Alright, 5 piercing.
And yeah.
Does piercing work on a skeleton?
It does. I was thinking
Yeah,
that.
that's old
Yeah, it
D&D.
does.
Yeah, unfortunately. I kind of
Yeah.
miss those rules, to be honest, but it did add a lot of complexity to things. Okay. And then this one's gonna try and shackle you again. Well, just grapple you, Tamila. Because he's not feeling right. You hit him in the head.
Nice to know.
Yeah. He only rolled a 10. So again, he's like kind of loopy as he's trying to like reach out and grab you, but you're very able to like dodge out of his slow hands. This guy's like, hey, get back here, and he goes after Fisk, and tries to grab him. And he is able to grab Fisk, and he's just like, oh, sorry, I was just looking for the bathroom.
Did Shadow get an attack of opportunity?
Yes.
Okay. This is probably stretching what I'm allowed to do, but can I make it non-lethal?
She'll take your
Shadow?
initiative. Yeah, she'll try to go for a leg instead of, like, not a, vital artery.
Nice.
Oh, but as she's trying to be careful with it, she's not able to get a good hit on him. Okay. In the other room, this armor picks up its longsword again for another 2 attacks on you, Vin. Wow, he is not doing good. He needs some oil or something, as his joints are just very slow and very creaky and just like robotic in their movement, and you are very easily able to dodge out of these slow attacks. And it's your turn.
Nice. We'll just keep attacking. Attacking
Alright.
seems to be working.
Yeah, you're rolling high with that thing.
Yeah, I know. I am. I'm a fan.
Yeah.
And then a punch. I don't think that probably is gonna hit, but
No, that does not. He does have heavy armor and a shield. It's just can't defeat a 26, but yeah.
yeah, that's tough.
All right, great though. That's a good hit. Are you moving?
No. I'm gonna say. Actually, you know what? Just because I have it, I'll move over here, shut that door, and I'll move right back.
Okay. Lovely. Oh yeah, these 2 guards would have moved further in looking for the butler. Sorry, I forgot about them. And looking for the Duke. Pavel.
Okay, I'm gonna step in, and I am going to Toll the Dead on the the strapping young lad.
All right. Please save. 6. Yes.
Yeah. So he takes 11 necrotic damage. And
that would explode him. Should you like to add any flair?
yeah. So Sally has just like found a gap in his his chain shirt and like rended him and pulled it out. And he like turns to fight back. And as they're having this altercation, Pavel steps back in, and his eyes sort of like sort of turn like pitch ichor as he's like looking at this guy, and he holds his hand out, and he says the thing. It won't be long before you're felled, so have a listen to this battle. And there's a donging as he speaks, and this same black ichor pitch liquid pulls out of the strapping young guard, poor little flaming fist boy, and like he draws his breath with it as this necrosis blood and bile pulls out onto the very nice carpeted floor, I'm guessing.
Yeah. Very cool. Would you like to move up?
Pavel is going to stay where he is. So that's Pavel. Oh no, I've used my action, so
Okay.
yeah, I'm gonna stay where I am for now.
Okay. All right. Great.
But Sally is going to move in
Great.
and is going to run up to this next one. And Sally, short sword.
Rawr. Wow.
Oh,
Yeah.
let's go, Sally.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, totally destroys this guy who's still reeling from the previous attack as she's able to get him like directly through the eye into the brain. And he falls onto the ground. Swift, clean movement. Great. She has more movement or
She moved. Yeah, I mean, she can like keep going. Sort of up to this one next to Fisk. She moved 10 before, so yeah, she just comes right up to this next one.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. Which gives Fisk advantage here, so he'll try. He's grappled. So I believe he just can't move, but he can still attack. Just double checking. Yes. Okay. Yeah. So he's gonna try and attack this guy. Lunging out twice with his dagger. Okay, he gets one solid hit on the guy. And continues to stay there. You see he has like one foot against this door. Alright, Spinch, you can try to break free of the manacles with a athletics check.
Yes, I'll try that. No. Oh. Guys, remember when I was DMing and I had fire rolls? Well, why? Oh dear goodness.
Oh,
I think
no.
I'll try and struggle, but he's like really exhausted and tired. All he does is just like move his fist slightly apart, feels the resistance, drops his hands, and then just like turns his neck over to Tamila with like tears welling in his eyes. He's like so frustrated and tired. Tamila! I can't break free.
Oh, it's okay, Spinch.
Oh yeah, you can move.
I
Yeah.
guess he'll look around really sad. And I can't even see Vin. Where did he go? He's like a lost child that's really frustrated, and he'll end his turn. He's just there.
All right. Tamila, what would you like to do?
Goodness gracious.
Tamila's gonna use her turn to walk over to this guy and grab the key and unshackle Vin.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah, so Spinch, you don't have any manacles anymore, as Tamilla frees you.
Now his tears well even further, but in like happiness and thankfulness to Jamila.
If
You know
have
when you're
a-
like so tired, you're just prone to
Oh,
like a
yeah.
fluctuation of emotion. That's him right now. I feel like because he's at
Mhm.
7 hit points.
Yeah. Yep, been there.
And then I am gonna abandon Spinch a little bit, even though I said I wouldn't, but I am worried about Vin, so I'm gonna come over to here.
Alright, so you
gonna
see a
say that
balcony
was-
and you see an open door into like a study with a staircase. And yeah, if you look through the door, you'll see Vin fighting a crazy armor with orange glowing eyes.
I'm gonna end my turn there.
Alright.
Vin seems
Oh.
perfectly fine, but the armor seems very badly damaged, I feel like.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, it's not looking good as Vin has been carefully peeling bits of its armor away. So these guards. You see one of the guards begins dashing out of the place. Pavel, if you would like to, you can make an opportunity and Spinch.
No, I will let him go if he's actually
Okay.
going to just run past.
Yeah.
Yes, Finch. Yeah, he's not in the state right now to attack.
Okay. All right. So he makes it down to the bottom of the stairs. Then this guard here is going to try to manacle Fisk.
Oh, actually, would you
Yes.
instead of an attack, would you allow like a grapple?
Yes.
Yeah, I was starting to think like, oh, this guy's gonna cause problems, isn't he?
Yeah.
Finch
Yes.
will try and do a bear hug.
Okay. All right. So we'll do.
More out of needing his own comfort.
Aw.
he needs to like stress squeeze him.
Yeah. He's gonna try.
What
and
would you
power
say that
through.
is?
Yeah,
Yeah,
athletics. Yeah.
Okay.
I know you're not doing. You should be pretty good at it.
I will use DM inspiration for
Okay.
this because I want this to succeed.
Yes.
Okay, there we go.
Nice. Yes. The original, the inspo helped. The original wouldn't have been enough,
great.
but the 17 is plenty to grapple this guy as he tries to run past you. You're able to almost nearly clothesline him, but you catch him in the bear hug.
I feel like I just start crying into him as I hold him
Aw.
very, very tightly.
He looks extremely confused.
Everyone just started attacking me.
Amazing. So yes, let me put a net on him so we can keep track of that. Okay, so alright, then this guy is gonna try and manacle Fisk. So let me finish that. But Fisk is able to avoid the manacles and break free of the grapple. So he is no longer grappled. Okay, and that ends the guards' turns. Next up is the armor attacking Vin. Oh, that's in the way. Okay. Alright. This poor armor, man. You see it tries to attack you, drops its longsword, and then spends the rest of its turn picking it up.
I feel bad for it now. I feel like we had to die almost.
It's having a bad day.
It really is.
One job and it just can't do it.
Mm-mm.
Alright. Your turn, Ben.
Oh boy. Vin does feel bad for a minute. He says, "Hey, buddy, don't worry about it. Hey, it's all gonna be okay. I'm gonna."
Its
I'm gonna
orange
make an
eyes
attack."
like dim a little bit.
Yeah. He goes in for a hug, but doesn't. He's so used to carrying around his stick that he doesn't think he has anything, and he's going to stab it in the back. 16? Does that hit?
No, unfortunately you haven't
Oh.
chipped away at the armor in its back and it just clinks off the armor.
Okay. He'll give one big pat with his hug too.
Yeah.
That will hit.
Oh, that hits, yes. Very good hit. Alright. Perfect.
There you go. Yeah, you see, you're all better now.
Its eyes glow brighter when you hit it.
Oh.
Pavel.
Well, this guard is
Bear hugged.
bear hugged, and I can't really get past him, so I have to attack him.
Alright.
I'm gonna toll the dead. I don't think it's gonna kill him, and then he can probably be knocked out afterward. Maybe. So wisdom save.
Yes. 12, I believe, misses, right? Or is
12 fails, so he would take
Yes.
7.
Nice. Okay. Sally. Quick sword. Yes, the first one hits. Okay. This one's holding up a little bit stronger. So it's able to withstand these attacks so far. But Fisk is gonna go in. Oh, sorry. Did you have something to add?
No, I'm sorry. I was gonna say, yep, that's it.
Okay, cool. Alright. See if you can do it, Fisk. Nice. Fisk is able to very quickly go in with his dagger into the back of his neck and knock him out. And then you see him just stay there. Spinch, you have this very confused guard in a bear hug, and he's just like, I need to go find the Duke.
Spinch will continue hugging and hug even tighter, and say, "Please don't leave me."
All right, he's going to try. Well, actually, I guess you're just gonna use your turn to continue holding him, right?
Yeah.
Because he can't try to escape until his turn. So, okay. All right. You can move with him, so you can like pull him backwards or forwards, just half movement speed.
Oh, yeah. I guess I'll continue. I'll pull him away from the staircase.
Okay.
And kind of like turn him against the wall, so I'm like pushing him into the wall to make it harder for him.
Yeah. Awesome. Tamila.
Mila, I am going to shoot at the armor that is
Alright.
attacking Ben.
It
13.
pinks off of his shield.
Oh, I tried. That's my turn.
All right. Okay. You see another guard begin to dash out. He's going to try and push through you, Pavel. And you can try to grab him or anything you want to do.
Is he doing like an overrun?
Yeah,
Okay, I think that's contested athletic checks?
Right, yes.
Let me double check.
Or, I mean, you could try to just get out of the way, I guess.
Well, no, I don't want to let him through if he's
Yeah.
trying to push through. Hold on. I know this. When a creature tries to move through a hostile creature's space, the mover can force its way through by overrunning the hostile creature. As an action or a bonus action, the mover makes a strength athletics check contested by the hostile creature's strength athletics check. Okay, so it's athletics.
Okay.
Which I'm bad at, by the way.
You're a wizard boy.
Here we go.
That's just enough. You did one better than him.
Oh, I get shreked.
This guy is also pretty thin looking as he starts charging towards you, and you very firmly you have better leverage because you're on this like platform where between the stairs turn, and he's on these like half stairs, and you're able to hold your ground, and he just looks at you and says, "Let me through. I need to find the Duke." And that's the guards, right? The rest are... Oh, this one's gonna try and break free, sorry. The one that Spinch has. So, Spinch, athletics check for me.
Okay. 21.
Nice.
Ooh, better rolls.
Yeah, that's a big roll. Yeah, you're able to handily just keep him there in the bear hug, and he's just like... He kind of pats you on the back a little bit, like, there. He also sees his
like...
dead friend nearby, and he's just like, very like, don't kill me.
Oh my god. I'll probably add in when he says there, I'll say, and Jamila left me.
Amazing. Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. I can see you. It's okay.
Armor trying to attack Vin. 16, I believe, misses, right?
Sorry, I was muted. Yes, 16 still misses.
Okay, good. Just double checking. Alright, yep, and the other hit misses.
The poor
yeah,
guy. Look at
this
the
guy.
poor man.
He's got lots of hit points and armor, but man, could he not hit? Alright. Okay, so the butler, you hear... Pavel, you would hear sounds up, like, through that wall that you're near. Like, shuffling. And then... Vin.
Does it sound like what we heard before when when Krieg, like, moved a table?
Yeah,
Okay. Vin will just turn to Jamila and be like, "Hey, my plan didn't really work. I was really hoping the guards would just like chase after me, and you guys could just get like the healing potions and stuff. They didn't really do that. And I'm gonna stab at the guy again.
Yeah.
19.
No, its eyes
Oh,
flash as
jeez.
it's just like, haha, and it catches it with the shield.
And yeah, it has some high AC. I'll do one
Yeah.
more punch at it.
Alright.
Another 19, so then another
Yeah.
miss.
Alright. Pavel.
Man, I just frown at this guy, pick my my wine bottle up from off of the crate and swig it, and I told the dead on it.
Love it.
Okay.
Okay, so another save. Alright, this guy's determined. It doesn't work on him.
Okay. And then that is my turn.
Okay.
So Sally is still good. Skeletons follow orders.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. That kills this guy. As you're having a conversation with this guy, Spinch, Sally comes in with her short sword and just brains him, and he dies in your arms.
Oh my god.
It is so sad. It's just sad.
That's it. I mean, I guess Sally can maybe keep moving because
She has
can
another
hear
target.
what's going on. 10. 20, okay,
Dude,
here
Sally
she
is MVP. Oh my god.
Okay.
That's it.
Great. Fisk will look to you, Spinch, and say, "The scary one's in here." and he covers his eye with one like hand, like eye patch symbol.
Where does he point?
At the door that he's at.
Okay.
And he just continues to hold the door there. Spinch.
I think he half hears that, but he doesn't know what to do with that information.
Right.
Because he's like, I don't know, right? He's right in the middle of like, there's things happening here. This guy that I don't know is telling me something, and he usually kind of looks towards Camilla. He kind of sees her as like his lost mother figure, and so he's just kind of lost right now. Mother/friend, and so it's someone that he was getting consolation from just got skewered in front of him, even though he was a baddie. I think he'll instinctively just reach out and try and grab this guy for another hug as like a grapple, and then he'll kind of cry into him and say, "I know you guys are bad, but these hugs were helpful." And he'll just like go in for another hug, and he'll say, "I'm very confused right now and tired."
I think where are you at? Which guy are you grappling?
The one here, Sally.
Oh, I think you must. Oh, that's the dead guy. Sorry, there's a dead guy there. Yeah.
There's a live guy though, right on top.
I don't see a live guy.
There's
there.
a live guy here. You might need to refresh your page. Yeah. Yeah, there was a guy there.
I see an alive guy right there.
Yeah.
Let me refresh. Cody.
No rush.
Okay, yes. Something was off.
Yeah.
Okay,
so yeah,
okay.
You can definitely change things around. There is a guy on the other side of Sally, but it'd be hard to hug right now. You do know Tamila went through.
Distraught, he'll follow Tamila.
Yeah, she went through here.
All right, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. He'll be right behind Tamila, and he'll say to Tamila again in his distraught voice, Fisk said that this guy, and he covers his eye in replication of what Fisk did to him, is there in the door, but I don't want to go without you guys. And he'll hug Tamila.
Okay, I'll let Spinch hug me.
Not in a grappling way, though.
Yeah.
Well, I like to imagine that as Spinch like picks me up, I have like a better like vantage and can shoot at the armor.
Oh, there you go.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, you could use the opportunity to go ahead and try and make another attack since it's lay up to your turn.
So can I use that as a help?
Yeah, sure. We'll do that.
Cool.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Take advantage.
Gives me, I think, advantage. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Is it my turn then?
Yes. Nice.
25.
Yes, that hits. Okay. You managed to get a good chunk of its armor off here, and you notice that its light seems to be flickering, as it's barely holding together.
Kind of to answer what what Vin said earlier. Yeah, they didn't follow you, and we did manage to kind of spread out, didn't we? We should probably regroup soon.
I mean, we kind of have. We just seen Pavel.
And Fisk. And I'll,
and Fisk.
And I'll kind of just pat Spinch on the back, trying to comfort him a little bit. And I think my cat's actually, and I'll leave Shadow where she is. She's kind of guarding, so that's my turn. You all still there?
I can hear you.
Oops, I was muted. Sorry.
Maybe DM's on
Yes.
mute,
No, great job. All right. So as you finish your turn, so this guy's gonna try and, seeing that he's getting attacked. Well, Sally's come up behind him. And I imagine she has short sword drawn, and she keeps taking out his friends. So he's going to try and attack Sally. So he gets a 12. Which just hits Sally. I think you might be muted.
Oh, sorry. No, Sally AC is 13.
Oh, is it? Okay. Sorry, I have the wrong thing on our token then. Okay, great. So he misses. And then you hear on this door that Fisk is holding, you hear a loud bang on it. And there's going to be a check over here. Okay, as Fisk is able to, you see the door. Well, actually, no one's able to see this, but you hear the loud bang and the sound of a rattling door. All right. Armor is going to drop its shield and attack with both hands on the longsword, so trying two-handed attacks. First one's a 17.
That meets it. So
All
that will
right.
hit.
8 slashing.
Okay. 8 will do a total of 1 because of temporary hit points.
Nice. And then the second swing is a nice big swing for 25 for another 8 slashing.
Okay. I'm still up.
Okay.
Not looking great anymore, but I'm still up.
But it did drop his shield, so his armor class is lower. So okay. And then it's your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna yell out to Milla and Spinch and just be like, "Hey, there are more guards in that next room over. This guy, I hope this guy is almost done. And I'll go for some stabs.
Okay.
Stab. Oh, that's not still probably gonna hit.
No.
Even with the shield.
unfortunately.
Nor will that. Good
Wow.
rolls got used early, unfortunately.
Well, nice. Now that it's turning into his favor, its eyes.
Yeah. Now I've given him all the power with my hug.
Yes. Giving him a little motivational hug there.
Yep.
Alright,
That's the end of my
Pavel.
turn.
All right, Pavel is gonna pull out the black steel dagger and try to finally non-lethal.
Okay.
Ooh.
No, unfortunately, it's not able to pierce through the chain shirt.
Okay, well that is Pavel's turn, and
Okay.
he probably, hopefully, he doesn't regret that missing.
Mm.
As Sally. She might hold on. She might crit. She doesn't
Okay.
crit.
All right. Okay. This guy's still standing. But yeah.
Okay.
Nice hit by Sally. Great. Fisk is gonna yell out, "He's not happy." And Spinch, it's your turn.
I'll look to Tamila and say, "Do you want to go there with me now?" Asking permission if he can move her.
Oh yeah, you're still grappling her.
I'm gonna say, as soon as the armor's dead.
Okay, Fisk, hold on. He kind of says that through tears.
Mhm.
Still a little dismayed by his situation, but he'll continue helping Tamila.
Okay. Camilla.
I'm shooting at the armor.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
That goes.
Would you like to add any
Nice.
flair as this definitely takes it out?
Feeling a little regret because I think that means Vin doesn't get any temporary hit points, but
It doesn't, but it's okay. It's okay.
but yeah, I like to think the arrow just jams itself into like the metal at the neck, just kind of like pinching the metal together, and it just kind of like bends in on itself and like collapses.
Yes, absolutely. You all hear the loud clangs of the metal armor all scattering apart onto the floor.
And then I don't know if I can like lend my movement to Spinch to allow us to be carried in that
reverse
way.
grapple.
Kind of thing.
Yeah, you could drag Spinch, who's holding on to you, half your movement speed.
And then I'll say to Vin, I think that was because he said something about in this room, and I said I think that's just the butler. We should go help Fisk, and Spinch and I can move 5, 10, 15. Probably gets us like just out this door.
There you go.
Cool.
Okay. You hear another loud banging on this door. That Fisk is by. And you see Spinch and Tamila, you see Fisk get pushed back as Zodge slams the door open into him. And then Zodge begins to take attacks against Fisk. So roll that. He takes a curved scimitar and attacks twice. Second, I didn't do the token actions for him, so okay. Great. And you see him hit Fisk twice, slashing in very quick movements with his scimitar, and then a third follow-up movement with a dagger, and really hurts Fisk, who's not looking good now. Okay. This thing is dead. So, Vin.
Okay. Not knowing what's going on, still being in this room, take a breath and slowly walk over. I'll open up this door.
All right.
Oh, hey, no one's in here. There's 5, there's 10, there's 15. Oh, hey, that looks okay in here. minus, I guess that's a guard there. 15, 20.
Yes, this is Zodge at the end that just barreled in and started.
Okay.
Almost killed Fisk in one turn.
25, 30. I think I have 40. I'm gonna double check here. Yeah, 40. I'll just walk up to this guard right. This guy
he's
he
knocked
unconscious?
out. Yeah, sorry. I can. Yeah, this one's knocked out.
Yeah, I know.
Here.
I see him. No, I don't get hit points if they're already unconscious and I kill them.
There is one that was, if you would have noticed when you entered, Sally is fighting one. I don't know if you have a way to get to that.
I have to be within 5 feet. And I think they're well in hand, I think.
Yeah.
So I'll go. Yeah, up to there, and I think I'll do my best to be like, all right, guys, I think it's time to start doing some damage. So full movement up to there. I'm gonna stab with my dagger. This is an enemy of the dragon cult, I would imagine.
Ooh.
Or no?
I don't think the dragon cult would really be aware of Zodge's existed. Yeah.
Okay, that works.
Yeah.
Okay, so just normal. 26 to hit.
Yes, definitely hits.
For 12.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna spend a key point. I'll spend my last key point, doing a flurry of blows on him. So 1 and 2.
Okay. Nice.
I'm so looking forward to Vin asking about every single enemy. Is this an enemy of the dragon?
Look, it's only gonna keep happening until everyone's an enemy.
Yeah. Okay, so the first and the last one hit. So calculating.
Yeah, so a total of 19 damage.
Great.
8 piercing, 7 bludgeoning, 4 acid.
Yes. Very good hits.
Hmm?
Great round. Okay. Pavel.
Okay, Pavel is going to do the same thing as last time, and hopefully not low roll twice.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead and roll. Yes. The Zodge, I forgot he has this ability to parry. So on the second one, he would have parried it with his dagger. So he only took the 12. So, sorry.
So that's 6 non-lethal with the Black Steel
Great.
Razor.
Wow. He is barely hanging on. You can see he's clearly bleeding very heavily.
All right, fair enough.
You can use your bonus action to tell Sally something, right?
Well, no, I need Sally to kill
Okay.
the guard. So.
Okay. All right. It's her turn.
And I mean, I'm yeah. Sally is gonna deal lethal, so that's
Okay.
it's his own fault for not taking a dive.
Yep.
There we go.
Yep.
Okay.
Sally has taken out all of the guards except for one, I think.
All right.
Amazing.
Oh wow.
And with no other guards in sight, Sally just stands.
Okay.
Just stands there now.
Fisk is gonna try 2 attacks. Nice. Got a nat 20 on one. One gets parried by the dagger. Oh wait, hang on. Is that once per turn? No.
So
okay,
he could he could move in and flank with me too if he really wanted to. I don't know if he does
He's
or
gonna
not.
disengage.
Oh, okay.
He's gonna run away after these. So...
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's completely reasonable.
But he
Should
does
be what
get...
Vin didn't.
Yeah. He does get a really good dagger hit, right in between, or right in the shoulder, and the disengages, and he's just gonna go around the corner here. All right, Spinch.
Okay, I think Finch will look to Tamela and say, "Uh-oh, he's out," and just like weakly go up. He'll set her down. Weakly go up and try to be like a barrier, I guess.
Okay.
But he'll attack with his knife and kind of a little bit tentatively say, "I think this is what I'm supposed to do. I am sorry if it isn't." And he'll slam in with his one.
Wow.
Ooh, nice.
Ooh boy.
You are on top of Vin right now, just FYI.
Yeah, I was
Oh,
about to
I
say.
am?
Because
Yes.
there's other tokens on top of Vin, so it's...
Yeah, there's like
okay.
a bunch of tokens here. Here, I'm gonna move the
There's just a tower of people standing on each
Yeah.
other's shoulders, and there's a corpse in the middle.
It's a ladder of people all attacking.
So 8 plus 3.
Oh, nice.
And then yeah, he'll take the rest. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He'll flank.
Okay, great. All right. Bonus action?
Nope, I have none.
Okay. You can do
Thank you for
offhand?
asking.
Or...
I cannot because I have a shield.
Oh, whoops,
Oh,
sorry.
that's right.
I forgot. Sorry. Just...
Yeah.
All right, great. Tamila.
Tamila is gonna come up and she will shoot at him because the shooting's been working pretty well. No longer at advantage.
Aw.
14.
No, unfortunately, his studded leather is pretty good, and he's pretty nimble, so he's able to.
And I'm gonna walk up to here and hope
Okay.
that he doesn't attack me, but within
Mhm.
arm's length of
Okay.
both of them.
All right. He's gonna make 3 attacks, one on each of you. So scimitar on Vin. The 2-hit is 20. For 8 slashing.
Okay. I would go down then.
Okay.
Oh, we're
Just
all
enough
three
to
gonna
take
go
me down.
down. All
Yeah.
three of us are
Oh,
gonna Oh my god.
Scimitar on
Guys.
Spinch, it's an 8, so you are able
misses.
to, use your shield or otherwise dodge the attack. And then dagger on Tamila, 19 for 4
hits.
piercing.
Oh, okay. I'm still up.
All right. And he scoffs when Vin goes down and calls you all weaklings. Okay, Vin, would you do a death save, please?
Yep. Oh! I rolled in public, but I'm
Wow.
okay with that. I did.
Wow.
Okay.
Showing
That's
up.
good.
Way to go. Way to show up.
When the moment called for it, the natural 20 came.
He gave you an insult and
Uh-huh.
you threw it back at him.
Yeah, you heard it in your unconscious state. You heard.
I would like to say, just for the flair of it,
Mhm.
you see his like words spiral out, and very similar to like what you've seen with the energy snake whatever when he kills people, like you just see his words like vibrate out and then slowly just become that little energy thing that gets him up.
Oh, nice.
So we'll stand up.
Yeah.
I do get a turn, correct?
I don't
that
think
right?
so. I
Or
think
is
you
it-
just pop to 1. Let's pull it up.
What do I?
I believe death saves are done at the start of the turn.
Oh, are they? Let's see. Finding Reddit posts. I'm gonna find the death save mechanics.
Yeah.
Okay.
The compendium is kind of awful. You have to go
Yeah.
through the whole
Yes.
combat.
Yeah, it's
Alright, he
not.
rolled-
Other activity on your turn, is that it?
I found
let's
one.
see.
No, it's under combat. You just have to scroll
You start your
through
turn.
page after page.
Yes. Okay. All right. Yes. So yes, it's at the start of your turn. So yes, you do get the rest of your turn now with 1 hit point.
Okay. Nice. I'll stand up
Yeah.
weakly, and Vin will start attacking again.
Nice.
As Vin is known to do when he just goes unconscious randomly.
Yeah, that's just his auto.
So
pilot.
dagger,
Mhm.
a 20. Oh, actually, I'm sorry. I'm gonna roll again because I do have advantage on this.
Yes.
Well, I'm glad I have advantage. So
the 20 hits.
if that hits, it's so that will be total of 12, and then turn that to advantage, and then unarmed 17.
He parries that
Okay.
with his dagger.
All right
Okay,
then. So just
he will take
the 12 damage then.
Okay. Very nice. All right. So yeah, sorry, that was great. You're staying there, right?
Yep, I'm staying right there.
Alrighty, Pavel.
All right. Pavel is going to walk up past Sally and into the room where I can now see Zodge. And I am going to turn and point at him, and I'm going to say, "Not joy, not sorrow. Your head's not clear. That thing you're feeling, it must be fear." And I'm going to
Nice.
cast cause fear and hope that it doesn't fail because I'm running out
I
of spell
love
slots.
that rhyme. That was great.
Yes.
It's great.
Is that wisdom?
It's a wisdom save.
Okay. Yeah, 7. So
Okay, that fails. So he is
Yes.
now afraid of me. He can't move in my direction, and he as long as he has line of sight on me, he can't move in my direction, and he has disadvantage on all attack rolls.
Dang, very good.
That's super
That's
good.
awesome. Yeah.
I have more things I need to do. Bonus action. I'm going to command Sally to go kill Zodge. And then I know how the dagger works because I'm the one who identified it. I'm going to pull out Nebula, and I'm going to point Nebula at Zodge and be like, "Hey, Nebula, that Zodge, he's a commander of the Flaming Fist. He's killed so many and like disrupted so many Dragon Cult activities. He's got to be an enemy of the Dragon Cult, right?"
Make a persuasion check. I love this.
No, I'm not realizing the value of keeping Nebula around. I like this.
This is ingenious.
Not advantage. Not advantage.
Yeah, so you say all this, and she still doesn't have enough trust with you to believe you, and she says,
Okay.
she asks you a bunch of questions about it, so she's not quite an enemy yet.
Okay, I don't have time to answer them all.
Yeah, exactly. All right.
Sally is going to come in. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Sally is going to come in and kind of move in, and Sally is going to switch to her short bow, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Going to come up a good 10 feet away. There's a whole line protecting the wizard. I love it.
Yep.
And she's going to short bow at Zodge.
Okay, great. Yeah. Dang, Sally.
Ooh, nice.
Sally only high rolls. Like
Yeah, apparently.
That's her special thing.
What does she add to it again?
She's got like a +2.
Wow.
Yeah.
+4 for the attack roll, and then +2 for damage.
She's just straight up MVP.
Mm-hmm.
Anytime she comes out, she kills it.
Amazing. Okay. All right. So Fisk is still holding his side that's clearly bleeding. He's gonna try and throw the dagger at Zodge from a distance, nice safe distance. But it is, unfortunately, it falls harmlessly to the side as Zodge parries it with his dagger. All right. And then Fisk will stay there. Spinch.
He'll respond, "Maybe we are weak, but we are stronger than you." And he'll strike down.
Nice.
19?
Yeah, that hits.
Well,
Nice.
you have advantage.
Oh yeah, I get.
Oh, I do. Yeah, let's see if I can.
See, you gotta get that nat 20.
Oh.
Okay. Well, you know. Hey, we got
Alright.
rid of the nat 1 from this time.
we did.
Yeah.
Got it out of the queue, as if that matters.
Yeah.
Let's see. Can I? Hold on. I'm seeing if this is. No, this is not worth it for here. I'll just go with the normal damage. 4,
Okay.
and I'll end my turn.
Tamila.
Tamila. Okay, so Tamila's going to attack him, but she's also going to shout to the group because she saw something before this door closed, and she's going to shout, "The creepy brothers in that room," and she's pointing to the door behind Zodge.
Yeah.
And Lacey was, and she's going to short sword and then offhand short sword. 12 and 17. Oh, no, never mind. No plus 2 on either of those, so 10, 15.
Okay. Yeah, unfortunately, he's able to dodge out of the way of these attacks.
And then Shadow's gonna come up and try to be as aggressive as she possibly can, trying to get him, trying to tank.
All
She's
right.
trying to tank Rose.
Great. All right, and it is his turn. He's gonna do the same thing, but he did last time. So for Scimitar on Vin, rolls a 24 for 5.
That's
And
enough. I'm down again.
You see him spit
disadvantage,
and
Oh, yeah,
say,
this is a disadvantage.
"Oh,
Because of the frightened.
right, a 13 misses."
13 would miss. Oh.
Yes. Whew. All right, good. Never mind. Yes, thank you. A 9 against Spinch, and then a. This is with disadvantage, a 21 on Tamila for 4.
She's down.
Okay.
Oh no.
All right. Back to Vin.
Okay. Vince is gonna keep going at this point, not really knowing anything else he can do.
Mhm.
So, a 1, and a 2.
Nice. Yes, the first one hits, the second one misses. And the
Okay,
first
so
one
just-
is actually enough.
Oh, nice.
As you see the fear in his eyes, how would you like to add to this?
I think he like spends his time looking at Pavel, just in fear of the wizard in the corner. As Vin, very bloody, basically almost using him like support, just stabs the knife into him and just kind of weakly drags it along the line from his shoulder down his ribs.
Nice.
And as that, his hit points increase rapidly.
Yes, get your 10 hit points. Woo! Awesome. Okay. All right. This is a great time for a break, real quick. We'll keep the initiative going. But
Before we forget to
Yeah.
make sure that nobody else forgets, please tell me to rush to Tamila and give her some hit points.
Right.
I
yes,
just don't want to
Tamila is
forget that
down.
when we come back.
Yes,
No worries.
absolutely.
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
All right. So let's come back at the 50-minute mark. So it'd be 12 minutes.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
Sounds good.
All right, so Ben just went. Tamila is down. We're still in turn order. Vin, I believe you might have a movement if you'd like to use it.
Yeah. I don't know where anyone else is though, so I think my movement is just going to be me looking around and be like, okay. Wait, is there anybody else? Or are we good for a second?
Tamila
my
did
turn.
say before she got knocked out that she saw Thurstwell. I don't think she said Thurstwell, but there was another guy in this room.
Okay. Yeah. I think before we face Thurstwell, we're going to wait a second here.
Okay.
Yeah, but that will be the end of my turn. I'm not gonna run in right away.
Great. Alrighty. Pavel.
With my action, I am going to use my minor conjuration to create a sling.
Okay.
I have sling bullets, I think, because I used to have a sling and I used it to tie someone up and I lost it.
Oh yeah, that's right. Good memory.
So sad.
I think those sling bullets are in the bag of holding.
Uh-huh.
So I'm just gonna put that on my character sheet now. Okay, and then I want to send Piggy around to, because I haven't seen anything. I'm gonna send Piggy around to just sort of like look in places.
Okay.
Okay, there's an unconscious guard here that he sees. He's also echolocating everywhere he goes. And I think I'm just gonna spin around. This is a room that you guys have been to, but I kind of see doors from where I am. I kind of know what's going on. So he can get to like there and just having a look around. Oh, I guess I can have him dash as well, can't I?
Yeah. He would notice. I assume he's looking for healing potions. He would notice them on this vanity here.
The one that he's right next to?
Yep.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Object interaction, can he pick up a potion of healing?
Yes.
Okay. He picks it up, he moves it here, he drops it. If that's okay. Does it shatter?
Let's do a
he
luck
flies
check.
it down.
Okay.
He flies it down and places and drops it on the ground. And then he's gonna go. How many potions of healing were there?
Let me pull it up. I know there was a couple. I still had all the character sheets up. I need to go back to the rooms.
Oh gosh. Oh no, I am really messing up. My roll 20 is freaking out. Hold on. I'm gonna try to put him back. Oh no.
2.
Oh no. Okay, here we go. There we go. That's better. Okay, so he's gone 5 feet since he started dashing.
So there's 2 potions on the table.
Okay. So there's one that is now on the floor.
Stuff.
Yeah, now there is one on the floor next to Pavel, and he is Piggy is just gonna come in here. And is this door actually open?
Yes.
Okay. Piggy flies in the doorway and sees the butler.
He's hiding behind a dressing curtain thing. Yeah. So.
Okay.
I don't think Piggy's passive perception would see him at the moment.
Well, the echolocation. Okay, so.
But the curtain would it would bounce off the curtain.
Right, so he's completely obscured. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Piggy is just going to fly back to the vanity, and that's Piggy stuff.
Okay.
That's it.
Good job, Piggy. Sally doesn't have an order, I believe.
Yeah, Sally does not have an order. Sally is on standby.
Okay. Fisk will say, just good, you found the potions. I think the little one needs one. Can I give it to her? He'll ask you, Pavel, since it's your bat. I can't hear you.
I think.
Yeah. I'm gonna say yeah. You good potion.
Okay. So that's 15. He'll bonus action dash to get over there, and then use this action to give you a healing potion.
Nice.
It's a common. So he rolls. I don't know if that goes into chat. Yeah, so 6 plus 2, so it'd be 8.
8. Very awesome.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's a good amount. I've returned from the dead. I heard someone call me a little one and must avenge this major insult.
You see Fisk look like blush a little bit, like look really embarrassed. Like, I brought you back to life.
We'll call it good this time.
Won't happen again. Spinch.
Okay.
I'd like to think Spinch was like rushing as soon as he realized the guy dropped, was rushing over to Tamila, but somehow, some magical way, Fisk beat him, speedily maneuvering his way.
Super rogue. Super rogue.
Speedily, and he like whips in, like shoves the potion down her throat before Spinch is like even able to touch her. And he looks like he looks a little sad. Between the two of them, between Tamila and Vin, who looks worse off?
Vin just got the temp HP, so it would be Tamila.
But with 8.
Okay. So still seeing her looking bad, although looking also at Vin, he'll touch down to Tamila and just kind of stroke her hair a little bit to get the stray away, and then thump her chest, though lighter than usual. He'll thump some lay on hands into her. He'll do let's say he'll do 4. 5.
Thank you.
He'll do 5. He'll do 5.
Great.
Thank you.
Alright, Tamila,
Yeah.
you're feeling much healthier. Oh, sorry, Spinch, you have a bonus and movement.
Oh no, that's it.
Okay.
He'll stand up, and then he'll ready himself, I guess, in front of the door, standing where Zodge stood, but again, standing above dead bodies.
Mm-hmm.
And he'll say, whenever you guys are ready, and just, wait.
I'm gonna stand up and I'll ready a longbow shot for the group.
Mm-hmm.
That's my whole turn. Just wait to see what people are doing.
Alright. Alright. Vin. Can't hear you. Still can't hear you.
You might be on mute.
Oh, sorry, didn't
There you go.
realize I was on mute. Guys, sorry guys.
No worries.
So does everyone look? Mine is, I guess, Pavel. Does everyone look fairly ready, or do you want me to wait another turn? Yeah, because wait, Spinch is ready, Tamila's ready.
Fisk is ready.
Yeah,
Sally
Fisk
looks
is ready.
blank.
Sally is always ready, though.
Yeah,
I mean, she can.
Sally completely covered in blood under the
Yeah.
exterior, her exterior skin.
Yeah.
I guess I'll just look over and be like, okay, I think it's about as good a time as any. And I'll just reach over and I'll open up the door here.
Okay, yeah. I think you just click on it, yeah. Yeah, so you
Yep.
see
Ooh.
Thurstwell. You see he is actively concentrating on something that is this magical, like, red barrier around him. And an imp who looks to you and, like, kind of hisses.
Can I release my held bow?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. No advantage or anything, but let's see. No sneak attack. 13.
Okay. Make a wisdom save for me.
16.
Good job.
Yeah, it's a good
Mhm.
I don't like how you had to save for that.
Yeah.
We had to find out what it did
Doesn't
one way
bode
or
well.
another.
Yep.
Mhm.
Okay.
Not that we know.
Certainly not that we know.
You feel this urge to not hurt him. But you press past it and you roll your attack. Yes. And that does hit him pretty drastically. He's like, "Oh!" And his leg, and he like falls to the floor, looking very hurt. So that was your held action. Then you use your action to open the door. You have bonus action movement.
Yeah, I think for right now I'm gonna move. I'm gonna move over to the side. I'm gonna let people get in for right now.
Okay.
Take a look around the room.
Okay.
But that will be my turn.
All right, Pavel.
Okay, I want to start by commanding Piggy to fetch me the other potion of healing.
Mm-hmm.
And I take that and I run this way. And I can get just to the front of the door where I can actually see things.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And so, I'm sorry, his name was Thornton?
Thurstwell.
Thurstwell.
Pull up his pictures.
Yeah. So is Thurstwell the only one who is inside of this this red circle?
Yes.
Okay. I would like to use my action to make an Arcana check to deduce the nature of the circle and what it does.
Yes. Check away. Okay. You would recognize this as an abjuration spell that wards him against attacks. It causes people to not want to attack the person and instead attack someone else.
Is this Sanctuary?
Yes.
Why does he have Sanctuary? Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Piggy is not gonna be right on top of me. I do not. Sorry. So Piggy's gonna move. And I've already moved all I can. So I'm just going to explain that to everyone. That just explain that if you try to attack him, you might end up having to attack someone else instead. Attack rolls aren't great against him.
What's an attack roll?
Yeah, fair enough.
All right, Sally.
Oh my god, bonus action. Well, now that I know what this is, well, there's an imp in here. There's too many people. Sally is gonna hang back.
Okay. Fisk is still worried about his life, so he is gonna pick up his dagger that was parried over here, and he's gonna try and throw it at the imp. Okay. Yeah, that hits. So he's able to throw the dagger, which hits the imp in the wing, and it begins to fly kind of erratically. And then he just kind of moves back out of the way. Spinch. Oh, Pavel, you can't end your turn there. Spinch is standing there.
Oh, I didn't see Spinch at all.
Oh, yeah, there's a pile. Yeah, it's another pile issue. I'm gonna move Zodge
we're all
over.
just we're all just standing on dead bodies.
Actually, then I could not have done my last turn because it took all 30 of my feet to get there.
But you just can't end your turn there, right?
I can't end any part of my movement.
Oh, I see.
Like, there's nowhere. I 25 feet to get to right here, and there's nowhere for me to go.
I could say you peeked your head around the doorway.
Okay, I peeked my head around the corner. Okay.
Yeah.
This is good. Now, like, I'm not in line of sight.
Yeah.
Thank you, Spinch.
Confused with the thank you. He'll be like, "You're welcome." And thoroughly just do what he can only do, which is move forward and try and attack. So,
Okay.
despite the warning, he will try and attack.
All right.
17, and I have to do a
Wisdom
what
save?
save? Okay. 13.
Okay, you feel an urge to attack another target. Since the imp is actually the only target right now, your attack will go against him
Fun.
instead.
Okay.
So yes, that will be roll damage. That'll hit.
Fantastic. 7 piercing.
All right.
And-
You see, after the dagger is wounded its wing, you're actually able to take out this imp.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Cool. So I think what happens is he moves forward with his shield forward, and he's getting used to like attacking and defending at the same time versus before he was pure attack. So he goes for Thurstwell, and then he feels or he hears that like distracting buzz and the glow of the light, and the light just kind of blinds him a little bit, and it dazes him, and in that daze he kind of moves forward and is a bit jostled by the whole like dexterity of holding two things, especially one is the heavy shield, and so he kind of loses his balance a little bit, and the strike goes for the imp, and he just kind of strikes right into let's say just his face. Let's go directly into the face of the imp, and just a pure strike in there. And he looks a little shocked and confused and tired, but he's done something, and so he's happy. And he's kind of recovering from his sadness, and he just kind of goes, "Oh, yay!" That ends his turn. He'll stay where he's at.
Great. Okay, Tamila.
Milla. Okay, so hearing Pavel say that, she's going to come in and flank and hopefully attack without having anyone else next to her to, aim at instead. So with advantage for flanking, not the arrows, yes, the sneak attack, short sword, and then offhanded short sword. So 19 and then a 7.
Okay, and your wisdom save, please.
Oh, sorry. Wisdom.
Hey.
Wow, yeah. Actually, this guy is a weak little guy. So you can add any flair to this as
only the first sneak attack would have been effective then, but
yes.
But yeah, I want to just cut through his red aura and and stab him real good.
Yeah, you stab him real good, and you notice falling out of his hand is this metallic cube that just radiates with this strong energy. And you kind of see it there in his picture, what it looks like, what he was grasping.
Can I guess I don't have any capacity to catch it. I don't have another turn. But...
yeah, we're actually, that would be out of combat now. As you've defeated everything in the area, it grows still as you feel him. He does a little like death scream, like and as he's dying, he's like, "Stupid guards," and he dies. And the puzzle box falls out onto the carpet of his bedroom. And
I think it is safe now.
How did he teleport?
You remember flashback, he was holding a strange rod, as if that was granting him extra power.
Okay, I thought this was.
So we should find the strange rod.
The most terrifying, baddest guy here.
That's what I thought too. No, he was actually just a crippled boy.
Like,
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm gonna go down so easily.
I was just like, we're so low on everything. There's no way we can take him off.
Nope.
We absolutely destroyed him.
I think Vin would say, okay, there are probably more guards, right? Like we should probably
There's a butler.
like get.
Yeah, Fisk will say.
Okay, yeah, but we
shouldn't let the butler run away, or he'll alert the guards that are patrolling the yard.
Mm-hmm.
Let's search the rooms quickly.
We need this,
Okay.
Incriminating
this
evidence.
cube.
Magic items.
That's the puzzle box.
Yep.
I'm gonna reach down, pick it up
Okay.
gingerly, and toss it to Pavel.
Oh,
There you go.
I like grab open the bag of holding and just like
God, just while you
Just
put
like Pac-Man it.
And
Yeah.
those.
Lovely. You see
but
Fisk
yeah,
shiver a
I
little
will-
bit every time you use the bag of holding.
Oh, that's fair.
Fisk.
Then realizing that like we're probably not gonna have a ton of time, I'm gonna open up this door here.
Yes.
If that's okay with everybody.
Yeah. So yeah, we can finally do like a little exploration here. The room we'll start with the Thurstwell's room that you were in. And then I'll get to your room, Vin. So
Nope, yeah, no
Thurstwell's
problem.
room, he has curtained windows, a plain room which has a bed, a padlocked iron chest, a claw-footed bathtub, and a fireplace. Yeah, that's all that's in that room. And then Vin, the room that you're looking at, is a more tasteful room. Much better bedding and artwork on the walls. Has a bed, a side table, a bathtub, a fireplace, and a wooden chest. There's also a mirror with images of rats, ravens, and spiders carved into the frame.
Oh, okay. I was about to say,
Sorry.
like, I just see nothing but that.
Sorry, yeah, that was clear.
That's fair.
Yeah. Fisk will just stand guard to make sure the butler doesn't leave that bedroom.
Spinch, can you
Yeah.
break the lock?
I feel like
I
I
will
should
try.
be while they're doing this. I should start doing a detect magic. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
I'll try and break the lock. You want
Alright.
a athletics check, PM?
Yep.
Okay.
$16.
Unfortunately, the iron lock is not phased by your strength right now. It is a
Ooh.
loud thud as you hit it, and it seems like a great solid hit, but the
So it's
lock
getting
is
sad
sturdy.
again.
Yeah.
How,
sorry.
Oh, it's okay. How big is this locked chest? How heavy?
It weighs 50 pounds.
Bag of holding can handle that. Can I fit in the bag of holding?
We have
I think
thieves'
it's too
tools.
wide for the opening
Okay.
of the bag of holding.
Okay.
Yes. Yes, thieves'
Okay.
tools could work. Or yeah, continuing to batter away at this thing.
I use something to give me advantage. Does anyone have a crowbar? Would that help in this situation, DM?
Yes, absolutely. Mm-hmm.
Does someone have a crowbar? I'm looking, but I don't think I have one.
Maybe
I don't
check
either.
the bag of holding.
Pavel made crowbars before.
Yeah, and also there's
I'm a crowbar vending machine.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
are you
when
ritually
he's done.
casting something right now?
Yeah, I'm working on detect magic.
Okay. Well, then I'm just gonna go to the bag of holding and just pull the crowbar out of that.
Oh, yeah, you're right. There is one. Perfect.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Can I try and use a crowbar for my
Yes,
second
it's
run
your
at this?
advantage. Yeah.
Great. Let's see.
Hey!
Nice.
One
Awesome.
swift swing breaks open the padlock without harming anything, and you're able to open the chest, which contains a lot of stuff. I'm gonna make an investigation check as you see a bunch of garments and things, but you're trying to look for something valuable, right? So.
Does someone want to do it? I was just opening the chest. I'm not particularly interested in looking.
I can try. Yeah, I can roll investigation.
Okay.
It should not have been advantage, so 12.
12. Okay. All right. You find. Find a good amount of stuff here. Just put it in the chat for y'all.
Red wax candles, quill.
What happened to the potion that were found?
I have one potion that we
Yes.
found.
Pavel's holding it.
There was only one.
The other one was used on you.
It was
Or Tamila, sorry.
Oh, okay, so there were a total of 2.
Yes.
yes.
Okay, sorry, I thought there were more. Thanks.
Alright, so okay, so found some gold. Should we for game tracking, should we divide it up now, or should we just put it in the bag of holding and divide it up later?
Let's wait, because I bet we're gonna find some more, and I bet
Okay.
it's just gonna be easier if we do it all at once.
Alright, well, I am just going to add each of these things to the bag of holding. I'm just tossing them in, so we'll just have to go through the bag of holding later. Not the garments, but I'm putting pretty much everything else in there.
All right. Vin, would you like to investigate that room? Search around?
Yeah, I think you said there was a locked chest in mine as well, correct? Or
It's
there was
unlocked.
a chest, I should say.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'll
Yep.
open up that chest. Just
Yeah,
take a
you
look.
see a bunch of clothes neatly folded, tailored apparel for a slender noble. But you can
Okay.
search through it to see if there's anything.
Yeah, I'll take a search through. Let's see if there's anything particularly fun. 5.
These clothes are very nice. They could fit you pretty well. You'd look good.
I will take I'll take a set of noble clothes,
Mhm.
just because I feel like we have to start building up an actual disguise thing at this point.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. There you go.
Yeah. So I'll just add that in there, and then what? This is might be a weird question. You said there was like art all over the wall. What are the art pictures of?
It's just like classical art, like people around a table, or like the person pouring milk type of deal. Like it just seems like someone likes fine things.
Okay. Would any of the frames be one wooden, and two look particularly nice in some way?
Yeah, make a do you have like your artisan's tools check? We'll use that.
Yeah.
Yeah, as like
yeah.
your
What do you want me to use for my ability?
yeah,
to roll for?
intelligence.
Oh, okay. That's all right.
Yeah, it's not a dexterity, it's yeah.
14.
Okay, yeah, you're able to note, there's one rather large frame that certainly could fetch for a good amount of gold, and there is one that has just like really fine detail work that could fit in the bag of holding, that could also fit a bunch of gold. So there's one
Okay.
that you would have to carry because it's so big, and then one that's, smaller.
Okay. I'll take both down. The one for the bag
Okay.
of holding, I'll just run over. If probably because weight might be an issue. I'm just gonna
Yeah.
pop out the frame,
Mhm.
and just be like, and just ignore the painting,
Mhm.
and shove the rest in there. And
Yeah.
then the bigger one, I'll try my best to like, using some of my tools, like pry it apart a little bit so I can like collapse down to something I can like tie onto my pack, as opposed to
Yeah.
like carrying this empty frame around with me.
Yeah. I think with the 10 minutes that Pavel's casting, you would be working on this and you'd finish around the same time.
Yeah.
Cool. Anything else
I'll add that
Tamila
to
and
that.
Spinch wants to do? Yeah, add one
Picture
I don't know,
frame.
elegant picture frame. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I just as an FYI, I put the potion of healing that I found. I took it. I didn't put it in the bag of holding. I would have let the group know.
Okay.
But
There's
is there
other
anything else to
stuff
investigate in this room?
Yes. You do see on his side table some papers, which you can read. Which I will share with you.
Oh my god, that first line!
You all didn't get to know Amric very well, but he was a fun guy. A bad guy, though. And you see these this bundle of armorial rolls. I think that's how you pronounce it. But it's rolls of like the different like shields or crests of people from Eltergard. Those are the name, the coat of arms, and you know how the dates for knights in the Order of Companion and the Hellriders.
So was every Hellrider knighted
The
in
orders of the
Eltergard?
companion were, and high-ranking Hellriders were. So this helped them with their. Many of them were families that enlisted. You know, like Rhea's family had a crest. But a lot of the
Mine
lower
wouldn't.
ranks, yeah, you wouldn't have had one yet.
Do you recognize the Majoris family? Is that like just a name of a family?
Yeah, make a history check. Let's see.
10.
And
That
you
would
don't
sense.
recognize the name. It sounds like it somewhat familiar, like maybe you heard it in your training once, but it's not anyone that you knew personally.
Do we get the impression that people are still in danger now that we've, killed Baz and I'm assuming Thirsty is a guy we killed downstairs.
Oh, it's
do
this
we
guy,
get the impression?
Thurstwell. Thirsty.
Oh, this was Thurstwell. Sorry.
Yes, yes.
Emmerich is sending this to Thurstwell. Gotcha.
Emmerich,
Oh,
yeah, Emmerich's the guy that has a pyramid on top of it.
Do we get the impression that they're still in danger, the heirs and the refugee camps, or do we think that or do we not know?
I think Tamila would think that all evidence led to this family, and you've taken out every member of this family. So you've cut off the head, right? There could be people like cultists that weren't in the dungeon at the time or aren't in this house at the time, but it would be a small minority. They wouldn't be organized. They would maybe it would take them time to build up a new purpose, you know. So I think you think the threat is resolved at the moment. Now there are guards, you know, patrolling this house, and they might be coming in at any time. So you don't think you should linger here, but and you still want to get away without your identity being discovered. But you think your family is safe.
Well, this is good evidence, I guess, of further evidence of their involvement, so we can keep this.
And that's it for this room. It's pretty plain.
If there's nothing left to do, I can move on to the other rooms, or if this is about the time that Pavel finishes his spell, we can wait.
Oh, I forgot. There is a mask hanging above the fireplace. It's pretty interesting. Yeah, it's made of bronze. And it shimmers different colors depending on the angle that you look at it. Like black and blue, green and red, and white.
Can you help me with this mask?
That was for Spinch, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You'll help. Do you need a roll?
You're able to easily, you're tall enough that you're able to just lean over the mantle and grab the mask that's hanging on the wall.
Okay, perfect. And then he goes back. I didn't say this because you guys were talking about stuff, but as he gets interrupted, he'll look up, say he helps, and then you'll catch him go back to what he was doing, which was looking intently at a toadstool in his hand. Just thinking.
Love it.
What you thinking about, Spinch?
Well, I know these are supposed to either really help or really hurt. And I'm already really hurt. So I figured what could hurt?
Well, I'll bring you back up if you go over.
But I also don't want to be a burden. I felt like I was a burden already. I didn't do much. And he kind of droops down his shoulders a bit.
Aw.
No, you were wonderful. It was a team effort.
Okay. But I think I could have protected you guys better. I like protecting you guys.
Aw, we like having you around to protect us too. This doesn't always work out perfect, but we're very glad you were here.
Okay. Maybe I'll think more about this. I think I'll just keep staring.
Well, make sure if you eat it, it's in front of somebody.
Oh, that's a good idea. Okay. No, I'll go back to intently staring.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so what's this mask I got?
Yeah, it's it looks a bit draconic. And yeah, as you like move the mask back and forth, you see the colors changing.
Does it remind me of like the mask of Tiamat that we gave to Duke Portier? Or
That was a crown. But
crown?
it does remind you. You remember that one indented foam you found in that chest? You're like, there's something important that should go here. This is the mask that would have went there.
What else was in that chest? Was the crown in that chest?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so this is probably from the horde of Tiamat.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. Okay. I'm going to put Dragon Mask into the bag of holding.
There you go. All right. I'll say 10 minutes went by. Pavel, your spell goes poof.
Hooray! Can I check anything that we just put in the bag of holding?
The mask just has kind of an illusionary magic in the glaze of it that causes it to have that shimmering colors. Doesn't seem like doesn't give you any powers or anything. The portraits or the frames are just fancy wood. And the potion of healing is a potion of healing.
About the Infernal Puzzle Box.
The puzzle box is definitely magical. Super magic.
Okay.
Super strong magic.
We'll have to investigate that later. Okay. Is this room fully done?
Yes.
Okay. Alright. Let's start walking about.
Alright, walkabout. Vin, you're also done. It's strapped to your back. Yes.
Yep. I'll stand up and start walking around and be like, "Oh, hey, Pavel. How are you?
You're good. I'm just gonna
You're done
check
with
out
your
this
sitting
room that you were just
exercise?
in. Yeah, I've done my sitting move.
Okay."
I'm so sorry for missing it, but did Vin put something in the bag of holding? Some kind of portrait?
I put a not a portrait, just the frame.
Yes.
A nice elegant frame.
An elegant frame. Yes, I believe.
Elegant.
And you took the
I-
painting out
Yeah,
of it.
I already added that in, so it should be already there.
You might have to refresh.
It's already in there.
Alright.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will exit out and open it up.
Pavel, you don't sense any magic in there.
Okay, good job, then. Got all the magic stuff.
Great.
Gotcha, it is in there.
Alright, I'm gonna mage hand open this door.
Alright.
And then
You see a very minimalist room. A bed, a wood chest, and a night table. All of it looks drab, and kind of barely used. But you do see a stuffed troll doll.
is this Mortlock's room?
This is Mortlock's room.
Oh my
You
gosh.
see like some underwear with like
Oh my
Mortlock's
God.
name.
Oh my god, okay, I gotta get his troll doll for
Yup.
Okay, we're adding the troll doll to the bag of holding.
Okay. A
Um,
stuffed troll doll.
Yes.
Yep. Oh gosh. Okay, I'm gonna go through all of this stuff.
Yeah, you see some pretty drab clothing, commoner's clothing that's for a very large man. Nothing of worth besides the doll, which is of personal worth.
Yeah. And the chest is
Yeah, just clothing.
that's where he keeps his underwear. Yeah.
Yes, with a
Great.
little.
Glad I went in there.
Yeah.
All right. I guess it's just one room left, mainly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh wait, no. There's also like this whole other like half of this floor. There's a big hallway down here.
There is.
Yeah.
Oh,
Downstairs.
there's also a spiral stair in this room.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
just
right,
go
I'm
say
just
that
gonna-
he hasn't seen the butler yet.
Yep. All right. I'm stepping over.
So just keep an eye on the stairs now.
Yeah.
All right. Yes. So in this room, so you've stepped into her powder room. The vanity, which is where you grab the potions, has also perfume, brushes, cosmetics, a sewing kit. You also see folding wooden partitions adorned with a bird of prey rendered in gold leaf, a tall black wardrobe filled with corsets and fine clothes, a decorative gold rug laid in front of 3 unlocked wooden chests.
Oh, that looks like a trap. Did we get all of the potions of healing from this room?
From the
We
tin.
got
Or just
all
the-
of the ones on the vanity.
Yes.
Can I just like mage hand and like tug on that golden rug?
Yeah, as you tug on it, you notice it moves a little bit.
Oh boy.
Just with your tug.
Yeah.
Wait, it gives like a normal wood rug
Mhm.
would, or it like
Yes.
moved on its own?
It seems natural. Yeah.
I'm gonna try like
I don't trust the DM.
I'm gonna try folding up the using my mage hand. I'm gonna fold up the rug.
Okay.
Insight on DM.
That's the kind of answer that they'd give if it was really a monster.
You take a
Seem
corner
natural.
of the rug and you pull it up and you take it to the other side and it is folded.
Okay. I am just this rug is just it's too dangerous. It's going in the bag.
The golden rug's going in the bag.
Maybe we
Yeah.
can sell it.
I'm gonna try
Yeah.
to get it as rolled up as tight as I can
Mhm.
and then get it in the bag.
Okay. Yes, you're able to get the rug into the bag.
Okay. Okay.
In the
The
bag.
I like how
situation
with the bag of
resolved.
holding, we go from adventurers to like peddlers. Like we just collect a
Hoarders.
bunch of shit and then
We're
eventually we
such
just sell it.
hoarders.
Uh-huh.
Oh my gosh. Such hoarders, yeah.
Oh goodness.
Okay.
Why are we standing around? Why can't we
Um,
look? And
let's
Finch will go forward.
Where are you going?
To the chests.
Oh, the chest.
The
Great.
3 chests?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
All right. So, you open the first chest and you see a bunch of shoes.
There are pretty shoes here. Camilla, do you want some shoes?
It would be
I don't
much
fit
too
in tall
large
people
for.
shoes.
Yes.
Oh, I am
They'd be
very
much
sorry.
too large for a normal woman. Like the Duke was a big lady.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
So not
They
even
would
for
fit like a orc
Sally.
woman. Yeah. Not
Oh,
even for
okay.
Sally. Yeah.
Might fit Spinch if Spinch wants some nice heels.
They are hard to attack in.
Yes.
I don't know why females wear them. Okay. He'll go to the second chest.
You see 3 old bridal gowns.
Again, these are too large. Do they seem like they would be worth anything? Will these be worth anything, do you think, guys?
I feel like these are worth a comedic moment in the future.
Okay.
I'm
let's
putting
go.
3 bridal gowns
Yeah,
in
put them in. Put them in the bag. Oh goodness. He'll go for the third one.
a bunch of like seasonal hats, like that women wear to derbies or horse things. Like,
Yes.
the big feathery,
Such-
crazy
Yep.
hats.
Oh,
yes.
Oh yeah. These are interesting too, and he'll just like shove all of them into the bag of holding.
How many seasonal hats are there?
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna roll. Let's do
Is
3.
at least one for each of us? Oh, only two.
They're just big floppy ones.
Really obnoxious.
Yeah.
Super ostentatious, super feathery. Love
Yeah.
it. He'll look towards the group and say, what else are we here for?
Do the chests have a false bottom?
You can do an investigation check.
I did not check.
Go over and look.
You checked pretty thoroughly around all the edges and like tap on the wood, and yeah, it seems like these are just clothing chests.
Do you want the chests too?
If they would have fit in the bag of holding, I probably would have taken them.
What else are we looking for?
Magic, and I'm gonna start moving toward the next room.
Mm-hmm.
You think this means she was married 3 times, like 3 separate
Yes,
times?
I do. I really do.
What do you think happened to her husband? Do you think like I'm sure they all died,
sure
right?
she
Like she
killed 'em.
definitely murdered her husband.
Oh, yeah. Quote unquote widow.
All right. Let's check for magic first. Oh, you do see a very cool looking magical what would this be called? The wind instrument, it's pipes. It's kind of like you blow into it.
A pan flute?
Yeah, kind of like that. Yeah.
Okay. Not that.
It's magical.
Okay.
And then you see anything else magical here?
Find the rod.
Nope, no other magic.
Okay, I'm gonna go check out that woodwind instrument
Mm-hmm.
and wherever that is.
Yep.
Pick it up.
Alrighty.
I'm gonna go.
Magic, because you can see the type of magic.
Yeah.
It's conjuration.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh boy. I blow on the pipe.
Okay.
Wow.
You call
Okay.
forth.
Oh gosh.
Let me get a token real quick.
Oh no.
If this is something
s-
crazy, oh my god.
A swarm of rats start swarming around
Oh,
your feet
disgusting.
and dancing to the pipe.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh, Pavel. I mean,
Did you
Pavel is down with the rats. He's pretty
Uh-huh.
he's pretty amused by this. Where do they come from? Do they just like swarm from like all corners
Yeah,
of the
they
room?
start coming
out
out of
into
like
the windows and
the
stuff?
dumbwaiter, the windows. Yeah.
Oh my
A
gosh,
lot
I
coming up
love
from like
this.
a few come up the stairs past Fisk. He's like, oh, come up behind you.
Oh, this is fantastic. I
Yes.
stopped playing.
Okay. And they just go back, start leaving slowly.
It's just
Does my cat get one of them?
Oh yeah. Have her make a real quick attack roll. Oh yeah, for sure. She has a rat, a nice big juicy rat.
She seems happy with it.
So
Yeah.
did Pavel just become a Disney princess? Is what I'm hearing.
Is that what Disney
Pavel
princesses
has
can do?
always been a Disney princess.
So this is what she found. Since you experimented, I'll just go to give it to you. And yeah, it has 3 charges.
Amazing. Oh,
You summon a
gosh.
swarm of rats. As long as it's an environment where there are rats. Yeah. Otherwise, in this room, Pavel, when you stepped up there, you did see the butler hiding behind a bathtub and behind this folding partition, dressing partition. But otherwise, in the room, it is a nice, well-adorned bedroom. There is a canopied bed with a gossamer shroud, the privacy screen, the cast iron bathtub, fireplace, a padlocked iron chest. And the padlock has the shape of a horned devil. And yeah, that's it. Oh, and this is a like a closet here, in the bottom left.
I feel like one of us should take the closet, one should take the padlock chest, and one should take the butler.
That sounds fair.
Pavel, you remember you picked up a key with a devil on it from the Duke.
Oh. Yes, we haven't used that yet. Well, now that I'm just happening to remember this, I'm going to take out the key and try it on the padlock.
Yeah, you're intelligent. You have a strong memory, so.
I'm kind of like still reading through Pipes of the Sewers.
Yeah, it's a long one.
Yeah.
You're gonna be quite the summoner. All right.
I mean, this almost feels like it's got the Tanilla vibes, though.
Yeah, it is very cool. It's very.
Take it if you want.
Free
I feel like
food
I'm gonna
for,
mostly use it to feed my cat, though. If you do.
True. Okay, maybe not. I mean, I'm glad to hoard this one.
Yes. I think this is very specific. If we encounter rats, we can make them kind of friendly to us. Yeah, nice.
All right, so you unlock the chest. You see 3 black covered ledgers, with a pretty thickly bound, a set of calligrapher's supplies, a poisoner's kit, a coin pouch, and that's it.
You put that in chat for me.
Yeah. Oh.
What can we do with calligrapher supplies and a poisoner's kit? Can we make like a poisoned letter?
Yeah.
You want me to look at the ledgers? I can speak Infernal. Wait, so they're records of the Duke Amber's legitimate business dealings? Or they're records of her illegitimate business dealings?
Appears to be legitimate. Yeah.
And written in Infernal, though. That's weird.
Yeah.
Weird, crazy people.
As you take out the ledgers to look at it, I need you to make a con save as a puff of gas is released.
Okay. Sorry, Pavel. Looking over your shoulder.
Yeah, both of you. Yeah. Okay, good.
I think I stole it from him, and I was apologizing. I probably took it away to a corner to look at. I didn't.
No. I'm definitely gonna die here.
Take 11 points of poison damage.
Oh my
As
god! I
you-
think I'm
Oh my
unconscious.
god.
I am unconscious. I think. Let me double check.
I am using my health potion to get him back up.
I mean, do you need to though?
Yeah.
Yeah, you could heal.
Yeah. Okay. I was unconscious.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna let him make death saves for this. I'm actually gonna hold on to the health potion though. I'm pumping a spell. I'm pumping cure wounds into you.
There
Okay.
you go.
7, no sneak attack.
Okay. Thank you.
I'm sorry, Pavel. Wait, but this is a good thing. We're gonna this is a good trap. We're gonna keep this and put it out somewhere and let someone else, open the ledger.
My detect magic is gone.
It was actually the chest. So when you remove the item from the chest, it was a weight thing. So it released the weight enough to trigger a trap. that both of you were in this cloud of poison.
How big's the chest, and will it fit in the bag of holding?
This one is bigger than the other chest, so it will not
Oh, never
fit.
mind then.
Yes.
Oh. Yeah. That
Mm-hmm.
is nasty, Pavel. Not fun. Was the butler nearby? Just visually and looking at the map. Was this
Yeah,
the
this is
chest over
technically
here?
the chest here. Yeah, so yeah, let me roll for him. That's funny.
No, I don't want to murder the butler.
Oh no,
That's being dumb.
Oh,
he
yeah.
decided to stand next to the trap. That was his decision.
Oh yeah, you hear him coughing and pass out.
I mean, should I go save the butler? Looking at Pavel, who I just woke up.
I kind of flick my eyes, like, oh, butler. I mean, the butler. I feel like the fewer witnesses, the better. But at the same time, that would make us the baddies.
Fine. I'll help the butler. Here, go ahead, butler.
Don't cast a spell on the butler. Just try to
Stabilize him.
Try to
Okay,
stabilize him. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to look at the butler and try to stabilize him.
You'd have to, I guess, do CPR. Yeah, let's try it. Yeah, do a medicine
Okay.
check.
So medicine. Okay, it's not terrible. Okay, that
Yeah. So he's
he came back
stable
to
now.
consciousness, doesn't he? Okay.
Oh yeah, he has 1 hit point.
Can I knock him unconscious again?
Yeah, roll an attack.
Just do an offhand attack.
Mhm.
We'll use a short sword. Just the back of the short sword.
Yep, he's unconscious.
Okay, that worked. Oh, that was fun.
Spinch, you open this closet over here, and just checking, is there anything?
Are there dead skeletons?
No, it's just some more nobles' clothing.
Oh, I'm putting that in the bag of holding.
There you go. Yeah, so there'd be
Whatever's there.
Yeah, there's 5 sets, so however many you want.
Awesome. All 5
Yeah.
go in. I think
Alright.
I found pretty clothes.
I'll type it in.
Yep. Alright. Vin, what are you doing? See you out here on the balcony?
Yeah, I think Vin, instead of like especially since Pavel's up and ready to go, I think Vin is just, because this is like a balcony of some sort.
Mm-hmm.
As sneakily as he can, is just gonna make sure there's not too much guard activity down here. There isn't suddenly a rush of people suddenly trying to get into the house or moving around or things like that.
Yeah. Go ahead and make a stealth and then a perception.
Yeah. Give me a second here. I had to reset and I forgot to get that back up.
No worries.
Let's see. There's the stealth.
Wow. Yeah.
There's the perception.
Okay. Yeah, so you're actually hearing these guards' conversations, they're just chatting, they're like, huh, I don't think, Billy checked in. Oh, that's weird. Well, maybe he's taking lunch. Well, I guess we should go check on him. And they're just kind of casually trying to figure out who's gonna go. It doesn't seem like they're going right now, but they're gonna be going soon to go in the house and check on the guards.
Okay. I think I would maybe just especially at the mention of it's coming soon.
Yeah.
Make my way over to at least this room and be like, hey guys, just so you're aware, guards are gonna start checking on people soon. I can buy you an escape if we need to, but I would say it would be better if we didn't have to. And I'll just get back out, keep listening to their conversation.
Yeah, Fisk will go to the bottom and say, I'll try to hold them off if they come. I'll wait by the stairs. And so
Well,
yeah,
could we just hide in the Duke's chambers, but it's not like the guards are going to come into her bedroom or anything. At least pull all
I
the
think
dead bodies in here.
Yeah, I was going to say, there's a lot of blood.
There's a lot of blood. It would take a lot of
Oh,
time.
no.
Yeah.
Never
There's
mind.
also a lot of armor pieces.
Yeah.
I just like jingle some around.
Yeah, these bookcases look very nice, filled with brimming with like lots of books. Some of them have like gold filigree on them. And then there's also that staircase that you haven't investigated.
We should go up the staircase, right? Oh, what was it? What was in the closet?
That was the noble clothes. Yeah.
Oh, never mind. We should go up the staircase. No one's gonna go up the staircase looking for us. We should all go up the staircase.
I'll go up the staircase.
Okay.
Sounds like a good plan.
Alrighty. Let's go up the staircase. I'm gonna do something here about the lighting situation, just to make things a bit easier. So, you fully explored this room, this area, so you get that. And if you go upstairs, it's to the north there. These are just bodies I had to move out of the way because you're in the way. So up is this is a tower that it goes up to. And you see on this tower is a square room with rafters 10 feet overhead and a peaked roof above that. There's an empty bookcase on the left wall, and 2 filthy padlocked cages, and each cage holds a human in a chamber pot. The prisoners appear to be alive, but barely.
I was going up the stairs. Was anyone else going with me?
Pavel was going
Yes.
up.
Yes.
Okay.
I think I
Who
have
who
some.
was leading?
Yeah, you can choose which order you go in. Yeah, so.
Spinch could. Again, he doesn't look great, so he's just like, I'll lead, but I might not be able to protect you.
Okay. Yes. Alright. You see both of the prisoners look up. One is a woman, and the other is a man. Both human. They both look to you all just like confused.
Hello. Are you all right in there?
Don't hurt me. I'm ready to go. Please, I won't say anything. The woman says.
What do you know?
I already told them everything.
We're not them. We're gonna let you out, but what we'd like to know why you're here.
Are you're not with them?
No, here, let me, and I'm going to take out the thieves' tools, and I'm gonna come up to whichever one I'm talking to, and I'm gonna start working on the locked cage.
As you start doing that, a imp appears. And...
Piggy, why didn't you tell me?
Oh yeah, Piggy. Oh shit. Piggy would have said, "All right, we can rewind." Sorry, Piggy would have said, "There's 2 flying things in here."
Oh, where are they? And I will use my action to perceive through his senses and figure out where they are and point them out. And I'm gonna like point 2 fingers in both directions, and I'm gonna say, "Flying things over there."
All right, we'll go ahead and roll initiative. No surprise rounds. Paddles on it.
Oh boy.
Vin, do you want to roll? And Spinch, I'm not seeing.
Oh yeah, Can someone roll for my sheet? I'm not at my computer anymore.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Thank you.
Do you want to DM or do you want me to run Spinch again?
Yeah, you can run Spinch. Yeah. Thank you.
Just whatever Olivia says, but I can push the buttons.
Thank you.
Very welcome. Oh,
Okay.
as Tamila, but that was Spinch.
Yes. Camilla is up first.
I will attack the one the little imp that's nearby me.
Okay.
Let's see, sneak attack because Pavel's right there.
Nice.
11 and 12.
No, it's able to like fly out of your way.
Yep, that's all she'll do.
Okay. Pavel.
I mean, we've killed everything that's a big bad guy already, right? I'm going to magic missile this one that we just missed, the one that's next to me.
Okay. Yes.
Because no, I don't think it can. Okay, so that's 3 times 3 is 9 damage.
Nice. You see it get really concussed by this force. Slam against the wall and just land on the floor, but it's just barely conscious.
Oh boy. Okay.
All right.
Sally, where are you?
Oh, no. She would have been with you, I think, right?
I don't know. I think
you said
I didn't
stand
think there were
guard,
any.
I think.
Yeah, I think she's standing guard. I don't think that
Yeah.
I perceived any threats.
Yep. Vin, you're not aware anything's happening. You see the guards are like chatting about what they want for lunch. Even though it's not lunchtime yet, but they're like bored, you know. And then you can go ahead and make a. No one's done anything very well. The missiles. We'll say the missiles were some noise. Go to make a perception check. It's gonna be a high DC.
Oh, okay.
Because he slammed against the wall.
Yeah, and if
and
if I do fail, I think I'll have I'll just have a little thing.
Okay. Yeah.
Let's see, perception.
You do not hear anything unusual.
Okay. Vin looks over the railing a little bit, sees like 15 feet down, and thinks about back about the time that everyone was on the boat and everyone jumped off and everyone got seriously hurt. And Vin just thinks to himself, I don't know, I feel like I could take that. I feel like I could probably make it.
Yeah. Well, don't you also have slow fall?
Oh, I do now, but Vin doesn't know that yet.
Oh, right. Alrighties. Spinch controlled by Tamila.
Olivia, do you know what Spinch would do? He's next to an imp.
Yeah, you can run him because I can't see anything. I trust you.
Okay, that's fun. I think he's just going to swing at it with the short sword, probably.
Mm-hmm. That
13?
hits. Nope.
Do I click here for damage? 7?
Yep. Nice. Yes. Gets a
And then
strong hit. No offhand because the shield.
Oh, never mind. Okay.
Yes. Very good.
Sure. Yep. That's
He can
just her.
move around a little bit. There is a cage blocking the way, so you're not gonna be able to get flanking on this dude.
Then the Spinch will just kind of guard the stair going down, kind of.
Okay. Great.
Yep.
All right. The imp is going to try and sting at Pavel. Rolls a 7 as it's on the ground and tries to get at your ankle, and you're able to move your leg out of the way. The other one's going to try and sting at Spinch. Rolls a 15. I think that misses with the shield, right?
Yep, that misses.
Okay, great. Alrighty. So they don't do anything. Tamila.
Camilla is going to well, Those were really low rolls last time, so she's gonna try the same thing again. She's going to short sword at the one in front of her.
Oh no.
Oh, it's so
Wow.
bad. Oh, it's so bad.
Camilla, you're
Okay,
pretty tired from all these combats back to back to back.
I'm gonna call my cat.
Okay.
If that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So whistle for my cat and
Mhm.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. I think the cat can just get to the stairs.
Okay. Great.
So
Pablo.
she's.
Oh, sorry.
No. Please keep going.
Okay, I shall tool the dead on the imp.
Alrighty. Yes.
So that's wisdom.
That kills him.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. That's my turn.
Good turn. Vin, you heard the whistle.
Okay. I'm just gonna do a flat roll, intelligence roll. Let's see.
Okay.
Let's see if Vin thinks anything of it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Vin knows that something's going on. I guess.
Mm-hmm.
He will. See, that will be 10 to there, 15, 20, 25, 30. I don't know how many stairs he has to go up, but
It's 15 feet of stairs, so.
okay. So I think I just did that there. So that got
Yeah.
me to 30, and then I think that gets me
You could
here-ish,
get
probably.
there, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay, and then I have 10 more feet, I think.
Mhm. There's only
so
this
I can-
one imp left, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I guess if I'll just use my last 10 feet to get to here, and I'll just throw a dart at it.
Alrighty.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, does it? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These guys are pretty wimpy. Yeah, you're able
Yeah,
to
just-
take them out. And,
Nice.
Yeah, we are out of combat again.
Yay.
Hooray!
Thank the gods. Imps have been tormenting me for days.
I turn back around with my thief stools and start trying to open the.
Thank you. Yes, make a thieves' tool check with dexterity.
While Pavel's doing that, is there an obvious key hanging anywhere on the walls? Or anywhere?
Perception.
Yeah, Pavel's got it. He's good.
Mm-hmm. Not see a key. The thieves' tools easily opens the lock on her cage there. Oh, thank you. I worked on the sewers. I was the one in charge of the construction. I won't tell anyone anything though.
Why would they? You can tell whoever you want, as far as I'm concerned. Why would you working on the sewers? Why would they need you to lock you up for that? What do you know that's?
They'll kill me. They'll kill me if I tell anyone. I can't.
They're already dead.
Make a persuasion with advantage.
Okay.
Nice. That is enough. Don't worry, it's a low DC. She's had quite a bad time here. And you seem nice. So I was leading the effort, to work on the sewer system, and then I found these tunnels that all of these bad people were in, and they were torturing people, and then I saw Mortlock with the big scary face, and he grabbed me. He put me here.
Oh, Mortlock. All right. Well, that makes sense. You're absolutely free to go. Maybe you should come with us, though. There's still some guards poking around. I don't know, like the guards that are in the manor. I don't know like how much they know. But I mean, you don't want to be caught, here without them Yeah, just stick with us, and I'm going to turn around and try to open this other one as well.
You see a man in this one.
Yeah.
He looks like he was wearing noble's clothing, but they've become tattered from his stay here. And you can see like imprints where he had like nice big rings that have been taken from him. And he says, "Thank you, sir."
And then, like, as I'm working on it, I'll just ask. So, what's your story?
I'm just a lowly tax collector. Shouldn't have asked them to pay their taxes, I guess.
I stop, pause, and I look up at him. That's my line, right?
Is it? Is it your line?
Come
Are
on.
you also in the business?
Come on, tell me the truth. Come on. She's a duke of the city. Come on.
I'd been asking for the taxes. That's all. Make a you can make a persuasion or intimidation to try and get him to talk.
All right. This is probably normal. Well, no, actually, yeah. I'm gonna pull my tools back just a little bit.
Okay. Yeah.
So I'm gonna make it an intimidation.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like, you're not getting out of here until you tell me what's really going on.
Mm-hmm. I tried to blackmail them. All right.
I immediately go back to work.
Yeah.
That's fine. Don't worry about that.
Thank you. Don't tell anyone. I won't do it again.
If you want to.
What did you know about the Vanthampurs that you were going to use to blackmail them?
Well, I heard that they were doing shady things. They were taking prisoners that never returned, paying off the Flaming Fist, doing dark magic with infernal speak.
So you believed all of that, and you showed up here anyway to blackmail them?
Well, I thought she cared about her vision, or people's perception of her.
All right.
Apparently she did. Just
Poor guy.
locked you up for it.
Okay, yeah, I let him out.
All right, great. Yeah, so they will, they're like 1 hit point, like barely alive, but they will follow you for the purposes of this.
What's your name?
She says, I can put the full name in chat, Shalene. Zoraz. And Kajil Orinmar.
Yeah. Nice to meet you. You can definitely do whatever you want. We're not going to hurt you, but if you all wanted to have foggy memories of what we looked like, that might be kind of a good thing for later. FYI, yeah.
She says,
This
yes,
person's
this person's
gonna blackmail us. You know that, right?
You're welcome to try to blackmail us. I mean,
you see him looking conflicted, and he just nods along.
Assuming he's not used to being teased moments after being tortured, so
Yeah.
we're good. We can probably leave.
Okay.
Vin, you said there were other guards downstairs that were going to come into the house soon.
Yeah, that might be after lunch. They sounded like they were a little hungry, but we probably should still hurry rather than wait. So I'll go check on.
Oh, so you probably Fisk, but is there anything else that we wanted to check in the house? I feel like we've pretty well, maybe the main level, but everywhere else, I feel like we've looked through the house for everything we meant to come from. Should we just leave?
I just want to check one of the rooms because Pavel had his detect magic, and we didn't talk about the bookcase room. I just want to check if there's any magic in there. The study.
Oh, that was the balcony that I saw before, and I didn't understand what I was looking at.
Yeah.
And I guess still Thurstwell's rod. We never found the rod.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Did we search his body?
I mean, you had your detect magic up in the room that
That's
probably
true,
would have
yeah.
saw in his body.
Yep.
It would only have been if there was like a hidden compartment somewhere that like could see through.
Like a lead box, yeah.
Yeah.
No magic in the study, which you walked through. There was just a lot of books.
Okay.
All right, how do
Any
you
good
all want
books?
to? Do you want to look?
Pavel, you
We've
wanna go to
got
a
to get
study?
out of here. There's guards coming. We've got some traumatized, blackmailers with us. We gotta go.
Is this anything in this room? This like
That's an
long
empty
swingy thing?
bookcase. Yeah. I don't know why it's in there, but it is.
Okay. Well, we definitely need to go find Fisk, but like, what's the plan? Are we going to exit through the sewers to get away, or are we gonna try to go out one of the gates?
I think we go. I mean, were we supposed to meet up somewhere to like get horses or something?
Yeah, that might be.
Were we gonna? What was her name? Oh no.
Don't say it out loud. But
Yeah.
we didn't make any specific plans. I think we're just supposed to kind of lay low and then meet up with her once things
Him.
are safe.
No, it was. We're meeting up with him once things are safe.
Him.
Yep.
Yeah.
The particular person. Yeah.
Yes.
Both of them,
think-
because there's two, and that's why we're confused.
I counted at least 4. But I think if I remember correctly, the sewers were kind of heavily guarded by like innocent flaming fist people who would not help us lay low, but we don't want to kill. The guards outside are probably mostly bad, and exiting out the gate would allow us to lay considerably lower, I think.
Well, okay, so
Like disappear into the city. And so, well, I mean, were there guards? There were guards like in the entrances to the sewers.
right, no one could like tie us to this place if we left the sewers, a mile from here, right? Like if we use the sewers to go to like a back alley or something like that, then no one sees us exiting the villa.
I think you did spend some time finding a safe exit, and you did find one. You found an exit that wasn't. It was like in a shady alley that wouldn't be likely to be patrolled or monitored by people.
And then from there we can disappear into the city.
Mm-hmm.
We did not plan this through, apparently, on our exit strategy.
Honestly, I'm surprised we made it this far. So,
Well, it is kind of late. Did you want to plan first, or did you want to take a week to think about it?
I'm okay with ending here, and then I think we're going through the sewers. Like that makes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think
keep in mind you do have to go back through the lower floor of the house. The cook and the servants there, and you are covered in blood now.
I bet we could just run for it.
If we can take 2 hours up here, I can get us Featherfall, and we can just.
Yeah, I got a better idea. Vin will just jump off. It's fine. He'll make it. Probably.
Oh gosh.
I'm voting just running through the house, like just avoid the guards, run through the house. If anyone follows us down into the sewers, we can fight them potentially, but otherwise just run through the house is my plan.
Actually, I could probably Misty step down to the ground. So I'm actually okay with like just. I mean, I don't want to. Is there a way to the sewers from like outside?
Coach
Because
house, yeah.
as soon as people come upstairs, there's going to be an alarm that gets rung, and everything's going to be swarmed, right? And we don't want to be anywhere near that.
Okay, so help me understand. Vin, the guards are currently outside.
I mean, there might be some more guards inside, but the ones I'm watching are outside.
Okay. So if any of us go outside or try to leave from the outside, they're going to see us.
Right.
And from there, you either have to run to the kitchen cellar or to the coach house in order to get down.
Yes.
The coach house was a way out, right?
Yeah,
It just goes to the
coach house
same
wasn't-
sewers.
Yeah.
I think we found the access
a
in the sewers.
map,
Like we
too.
found.
I think.
Mm-hmm.
I think Mortlock told us about the entrance in the coach house. I think he pointed to like the upper corner, like map wise, like the upper left corner of the coach house.
Part of me wants to go through the sewers because we might encounter a swarm of rats, and then we have the pipes.
Pipes. Yeah, that's a reason.
So yeah, the
Um,
coach house is what V2 looks like. What is V2 on the map? So you would have to walk through the yard to get to the coach house, or yeah, you could go downstairs.
I mean, it's
that
kind
cat
of a
might attack.
straight. It's kind of just a straight shot back down. We can just wave to the lady and go back down to the kitchen.
Yep.
I think that's fine. I think we can just walk through and not have any trouble.
What if the cat turns out the flying cat? What if it turns out to be mean?
We can just kidnap it.
Okay.
We have no pet cat. If it attacks us,
Actually,
just
would-
grapple it and go.
I actually like this plan a lot. Yeah.
Awesome. So we have a plan. We'll see
Yeah.
how well it goes next session.
Okay.